What's going on, guys? Welcome to a special podcast that I'd like to call Renegade Arcade Theater. As you can tell by this clever crossover title, we're reviewing the new Mortal Kombat movie. My name is Mike. As you can see, I'm joined by my fresh takes and 0 hour co-host Brock.
Yo.
Our fearless leader and birthday boy, Keona.
Yeah. Hey guys, how's it going?
And we got the director himself, Josh and Kristal.
Yo.
Hello. All right, so
and they're swanky new digs.
Yes.
Yeah,
if you're watching this like on the live thing, this is our new setup now, and because of that, we should be able to participate in a lot more podcasts. So
awesome!
Be ready to be more annoyed by me. That's
yes.
all I'm gonna say.
Do they know?
Annoyed? Never.
Oh yeah, and one quick thing before we jump into the brutality of it all, I want to make this public for everybody. They can't see it probably, but you can probably see the glow.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
man.
Yes.
Wow.
Awesome. How long have you guys been together?
We've been together. We're going to be going on 5 years come August 31st.
Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome.
Has it been 5 years? My
That's
God.
crazy.
I know. It's weird. It's like I'm trying to come up with like a good Mortal Kombat style pun, but
It is glorious.
There we go.
There we go.
Kristal said yes, and it is glorious.
Perfect.
you could say I told her to get over here in my life.
All right, before we go too off the rails, so this film is allegedly part of a 4-part series. This is directed by Simon McCoy, written by Greg Russo and Dave Callahan, and produced by Todd Garner and James Wan. Yes, that James Wan.
Yeah.
I was shocked when I saw that.
Yeah.
So the film follows Cole Young, a washed-up MMA fighter unaware of his heritage and hunted by Emperor Shang Tsung's best warrior, Sub-Zero. He seeks out and trains with Earth's greatest champions. So you got Sonya Blade, Jax, Kano for some reason, and of course Liu Kang and Kung Lao, as they prepare to stand against the enemies of Outworld in a high-stakes battle for the universe. Keona, since you're the birthday boy, I'm going to throw it to you first. What do you think of this movie?
I'm gonna. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give my spoiler-free thoughts first, which I think we should all do, and then kind of go into spoilers later on after that.
I like that.
Let's call this the spoiler-free portion of it. What I will say about this movie, first of all, the positives. I think it's filmed quite well.
Yeah.
I feel like the cinematography is good. Some of the soundtrack I liked. I thought my man Hanzo Hasashi, aka Scorpion, was pretty awesome. That opening sequence with him and Bihan Sub-Zero was actually very, very cool. No pun intended. I think that the fight choreography, like the fight scenes and stuff, were pretty awesome. Actually, like the fatalities were really cool. It's a pretty good 1-to-1 translation of some of those fatalities. Like they did a pretty damn good job on that. All the actors are pretty game. Like they came in there and actually gave it their all, especially with the martial arts stuff. For me, I think, other than Scorpion, I think my favorite characters were like Kano, because he's just so freaking funny.
Yes.
And Sonya was really good. She's a babe. I love Sonya.
Yeah.
God, she was so good. Who else was good? I liked Tadanobu Asano as Raiden.
Yeah.
I thought that was actually a solid casting right there. Even like maybe he had some issues with the English a little bit, but it seemed like he just that guy's like a solid actor. So, yeah, I mean, I would say that there were definitely some positives, some things that I really liked about the movie. Some things that I did not like about the movie. I did not like Cole. I thought he was too much of an everyman for Mortal Kombat. Like, dude, like, dude has a family. He's a decent guy. He's not Mortal Kombat material. The tattoo thing reminded me a little too much of Annihilation. With the strange tattoos that happened when the guys got killed and all that. They were like, temporary Shao Kahn family people. I don't know. It was weird in Annihilation. But anyway, that kind of reminded me of that a little bit. Like that sounded like a Lawrence Kasanoff thing. Like he just became producer on this and all of a sudden was like, dude, we should do tattoos.
The kids will love it.
Them kids love their tattoos, bro. So that I had kind of an issue with, but some of the music I just I got a little tired of the synth drums. Like I was wishing that maybe we kind of toned that down a little bit, or just like recorded somebody on a taiko drum set, maybe. Drum set. I don't know if you call taiko drums a drum set. Anyway, yeah, I mean, and also the Shang Tsung guy. I like Chin Han as an actor. I think that maybe this was he was okay. Cary Tagawa is kind of iconic in that role. I know I'm comparing. I shouldn't do that, but plus Cary Tagawa is like a local Hawaiian dude. So like Cary Hiroyuki Tagawa, who played him in the original film. So for me, that was like a thing. I don't know. Chin Han's a good actor though, so I'll give him a pass. Some of the editing in the fight scenes, I think, was maybe a bit heavy-handed. Some of the editing. Not a deal breaker, but again, like just pull the camera back and let me see these two guys fight. Goro, for some reason, always gets his ass whooped. What is up with this?
Yeah.
I don't get that. I really don't.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I mean, that's fine. Yeah, there were definitely things that I would criticize about this. I just thought Cole was a bit too cookie cutter. That was like my main issue with him, was that he was just a little too, like I said, he was the everyman character, and I understand why they did it. But at the same time, I'm kind of like sitting here going like, you could have just made Hanzo your main character and just showed us the Netherrealm stuff. Like that would have been freaking awesome. Like him trying to get out of the Netherworld, the Netherrealm, and then he comes back to Earth and he's like on a revenge quest against Bihan and all this stuff. Like that would have been cool. But, they decided to go in a different direction and make it about his bloodline. That's fine. At least he was at least it was kind of like built around Scorpion and not built around Liu Kang and the typical, Liu Kang is going to come and save us. And yeah, he's with the Order of Light and everybody's cool because they're the Order of Light. But, yeah. I don't know. No katana.
I have a thought about that. But go ahead.
They're saving her for the sequel, I'm sure.
Yeah.
There was one guy that was in this movie that I didn't think would be in this movie, and I was very happy that he was, because they did a pretty awesome job with him. But I'll save that for spoilers.
Okay.
So yeah, okay. I don't know, Mike, who do you want to throw it to next?
Let's start to Josh and Kristal.
Okay.
Okay, well, if you're watching on the feed, I think you can tell by the nickname that we gave ourselves, the Cole Young Hate Squad. I think that ought to give you a good indication, but I'm going to admit something. Me and Kristal are coming into this with a bit of a bias, as well as a disclaimer that we weren't able to give complete, brutally honest, totally objective thoughts or whatever, because we saw this in probably the best environment that you can see a film like this. We invited a bunch of friends over, a couple of whom knew a lot about Mortal Kombat, and most of everybody did not know anything. We had burgers and we had drinks, and we were incredibly smashed while watching it. So I'm going to tell you, it is absolutely a ton of fun to watch with friends. It's kind of like the Mortal Kombat game, which, as you can see, if you can't see on the thing, I wanted to get into the hype. I actually bought Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath Collection just in preparation. It's the first time I've actually played Mortal Kombat since, what the hell is it called? Since Mortal Kombat, not Deception, but the other
Deadly Alliance?
Deadly Alliance.
Or was it Armageddon?
Armageddon, yeah.
Armageddon, that's what it was, yeah.
Okay.
And
so it's the PS2 and Xbox.
yeah.
Good call.
I haven't played it since that one. That was actually my first Mortal Kombat game, too. And
on my end, I'm coming into this. My only knowledge about Mortal Kombat is that it's a game. That's it. That's my only knowledge. The last time I played it was on like a cheap little tiny arcade kind of looking console that your grandparents buy you, and it played only Mortal Kombat.
I gotcha.
You didn't get to pick the characters. I think it was just Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Are you talking about like those old like LCD games that Tiger Electronics used to make and stuff? Like those.
It's like it was trying to be a plug and play, but there's no plug.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like one of those cheapy things that you can find at a Target for like $12 in the toy section.
Okay.
I think I might have seen one of those before.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, guys, before we go on, we have a comment.
Yes, we do.
From Josh Craig, who says, I wonder alongside sequels if they'll give each character their own film. A Bihan Sub-Zero film could be pretty interesting, showcasing the Lin Kuei versus Shirai Ryu. Butchered that spelling. Rivalry would be interesting. Call it something like Sub-Zero Cold as Ice.
I love that title.
Yeah.
There is, if that were to happen, I demand that there would be a Jax solo film, and the opening credits is a complete recreation of the opening cutscene for Mortal Kombat Special Forces.
No.
You know about this, right, Kristal?
No.
It's a PlayStation 1 action game. I'm sorry, it's going off the rails a bit, but it's a PlayStation 1 action game where it's basically like Metal Gear Solid meets.
It's like a third-person action shooter.
It's back when they took risks with the Mortal Kombat license.
Dude, if they do a Sub-Zero solo film, it's got to be based on mythologies, man. And every single time he'll just die.
As long as they have him climbing a rope for roughly 5 years, I'll be okay with it.
Are we getting an MKCU?
He falls and just goes.
Oh my God. Josh Craig, he knows what's up. He says 1,000 times yes. But going back to the movie real quick, I'll say this. It's better than I thought it would be. And I had a few high hopes for it, mostly because that trailer did look really awesome. And I knew it won me over in the trailer, aside from the cool fight scenes that you see. Like, I think I even said in the movie, like when we were watching it and we were all so crazy drunk, I said at one point, I think my lizard brain just turned on because I'm loving this fight where, you know, Sub-Zero stabs him and then he grabs the blood and turns it into a knife.
In the trailer.
Amazing.
And then when the trailer is like, Kano wins, you fucking beauty. It's like, okay, I gotta watch this. And for the most part, it's fun. I mean,
it's fun. It's just like the opening scene set a tone that does not maintain throughout the rest.
Really doesn't.
It really doesn't. And when we were all watching it, we were watching the first scene. We're like, oh my god, this is gonna be so good if this is how the rest of the movie is, and it's not.
Which, not to say anything bad about the rest of the movie. I mean, for what it is, it's a fun time. And if you don't know a lot about Mortal Kombat, I kind of feel sorry for you because this movie throws a lot of references straight at you, and it does not let up.
Like, we watched this with go ahead.
It doesn't let up from the moment he says Eddie Tobias. You won the championship belt off Eddie Tobias.
Yes.
It's just like, dude.
Which those who don't know, who aren't watching, Ed Boon, John Tobias, the two people that co-created Mortal Kombat.
Oh my god.
Eddie Tobias.
If there's
half expected them to say Noob Saibot.
I was like, oh.
they teased it a couple times.
Oh yeah,
they sure did.
Oh yeah.
I will say, if there is a few negatives that I share, I mean, my name says it all. Cole Young is probably the most underwritten vanilla white bread character in the entire Mortal Kombat series that I've seen so far. Granted, I've only got 2 games, and only one of them I've played to completion. And that's including characters like Taven. Remember Taven, kids? And that's also including Mocap, who's literally a goof character, Kristal, that is a motion capture person with the balls and everything.
That's it.
And it's a gimmick, and it's spelled mocap with a K because
yes.
But
yes,
I have my own issues with Cole, and I'll get to that in a little bit. It's not just he's bland. I think it's also just that he doesn't have a personality. He compared to every other character, he doesn't stand out. And I think because the movie leans on him so much, it kind of feels as a hindrance, and they throw a lot of stuff like common tropes to score points with the audience. Like, look, you got to connect with him. He's got a family. He's got a stepdaughter that he loves. That's his coach. He's got a nice house. I don't know. He takes a beating. That sets it up. But
I mean, we all have nice houses, right? Right.
The other thing that I don't care for, I share the same thing with Keona, which is the music. With everything I've seen of Mortal Kombat, and I've seen both movies and a little bit of the YouTube shorts back when Machinima was a thing. Oh my God, I feel old. I've always felt like Mortal Kombat had such an eclectic way of conveying musical themes with their characters. And I mean, there's a reason why the theme from the movie has endured for over 30 years, or about to be over 30 years, I think.
I did like the remix of that. I did think Benjamin Wallfish did a good job with the remix of that.
The remix was awesome. I'll give it that. When the ending credits came on, we were like, oh.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
And the last thing that I'll really touch on is a major negative before I get into spoilers, and even before we get into spoilers later on. And even then, it's a very easy thing. It's very vague. But I'll say this, the middle act, I think, drags the most.
It does. Yeah.
Like, especially after, like, setting everything up, I think pretty well for what it is. The second they go to the place and they start training, everything from there until the very last fight, I just remember feeling like, okay, I'm still on board. And then there's a point where there's like 7 fights going on. It felt like 7 fights going on within the span of 15 minutes. And I just felt my eyes glaze over. And I was just thinking, okay, the pacing is really suffering here. We spent the last hour learning how to fight, and then bam, 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 stakes, bam, 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 bam. Okay, final boss. What do you think, Kristal?
Well, I'll just say that was the point where I checked out to eat s'mores. So,
S'mores are good.
Yeah, they are.
like if I were to assign it, I think I said in the chat, Mortal Kombat is a perfect 6 out of 10 movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's fair because it's a really well done movie. Really well done, and it's not bad like some people are saying. It's entertaining, it's fun. Just have fun with movies, damn it. But at the same time, I understand the frustration that it's not amazing, stupid fun. It's not on the same level as Pacific Rim, where it's stupid and they know how absurd it is, but you can just appreciate and have fun with everything because it's wrapped so well, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I hear what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Brock, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I can. For a little bit of background, I didn't exactly have what do I want to say? My parents got divorced when I was really young. So basically, my mom inherited a bunch of debt from my dad. So basically, if I had video games, I played those same video games 58,000 times. Mm-hmm. And one of the games that I got regularly, because my mom knew I enjoyed them, were Mortal Kombat games. So the actual story of something, I'm one of those people that as soon as I get into something, I spend the next year of my life looking at everything for it. So when like the actual movies and stuff, Mortal Kombat came out, like I played the stupid, horribly put together conquest modes and all the video games to see everything like that. And I was ready to have my heart ripped out by the movie. I'm going to be honest, I was more let down by what the movie was compared to versus how the actual movie was made, but we can get into that later. The movie itself, in my opinion, outside of Cole Young, is a literal rip it clean out of the video game, set it onto a movie exact adaptation of what a Mortal Kombat tournament is, and I think that's part of why people don't like it. But we'll get into that later because some people don't realize how just dumb those games are. They're like, why is it this straightforward? Because it never has been. But,
you're right.
We'll get there. But in my opinion, this is the first time, and I was very happy for it. And again, we'll talk spoilers later, where they're like, we're going to make a movie about people fighting. How about we spend little money, get people that can say the lines that video game characters are going to say, and then get people that can fight. Yes, please. I was very happy with that decision.
Yeah.
Like, unless you watch a ton of movies and you don't watch just big blockbusters, you barely didn't hear anybody that's been in this movie. And that helped, in my opinion, because you felt like you were watching the characters in the movie. Like, outside of, like, Raiden, Scorpion, and Jax, I barely knew anybody in the entire movie. So I felt like I was watching them. That helped a ton. I was damn excited beyond belief that Kung Lao was in this movie because he is the most pure, just like annually shafted character in all of Mortal Kombat. He is he has the most impressive like lineage in all of Mortal Kombat history, and he gets shafted every turn by Liu Kang. At every turn.
He's Kung Lao, descendant of Kung Lao.
Exactly. The first champion of Mortal Kombat. The guy who defended all of Earth until Shang Tsung became a pussy and went and got the god race of Goro to kill him. Like, for real. But, yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah. He has
the lore.
Yeah. He has the same smug attitude. Like, in my opinion, everybody in that movie is greatly cast. I think the action was great. I will agree to some points about Cole, but one thing I have to laugh about when I think about the things with Cole, this is also a perfect rendition of Mortal Kombat. In the way that a new character got introduced that 90% of the people didn't like.
Striker.
Yeah.
Striker.
So you gotta have that. And I'm not saying that everyone has to like them. I even admit that I think this movie is a damn near 8, nearing 9 out of 10, and I'm not a huge fan of Cole. So we'll get going on with that. The beginning of this movie is one of the most well put together scenes I've seen in a movie in my life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Agree.
That's probably why they put it on YouTube.
Absolutely. That was crazy.
Of course. That's the marketing right there. They did what Sony does, only they didn't show the first 12 minutes of Amazing Spider-Man 2, which is the worst 12 minutes of an entire movie ever.
And also, don't mention James
Itsy Bitsy Spider. Come on now. Come on. But yeah, that was really weird. I could not understand that until I watched the movie that I found out what James Wan was a producer.
Yeah, don't mention that he's a producer in your marketing at all. Like, don't even mention it.
Like, people love Aquaman and The Conjuring. Like, even if you're like on the side of people that are like, why Aquaman? Like, even people who don't like it have to admit that the fight scenes in that movie are spectacular. And you hear that the guy who made that is producing probably the bloodiest affair that could come out in a major studio from a big IP. Warner.
Yeah.
What
I don't know.
Doing?
Warner hasn't done well with advertising anything recently, so that's just a train that they like to ride no matter what. But I could go on and on how much I liked it. There was research done for stupid things in this movie. Like, you talk about Taven. Taven's mom is on a mural on the wall.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, go back. The girl with the veil is Taven and Dagon's mom. I can't remember her name.
Damn.
But it's not Ashra, because Ashra is the weird, like, pure white demon with the Chris and deception. But yeah. She's in there. Like, they show Kodal on a wall in there. Nightwolf is in there. They show the ancient Kung Lao defeating, I can't remember who it was. There's all sorts of stuff. There's characters in this movie that I never thought would show up. One that I legitimately said, are you fucking serious? When this character showed up, because it's one of those, we forgot about her. No, trust me, no one liked her. Get rid of her. And then she showed up and I was like, okay, you used her well.
Are you thinking about the punk rock bat chick that stole my heart?
Yep.
No, in the movie, she's good. In the games, no one cared about her. Absolutely no one cared about her. She only got into art.
I saw her in the games and I was like, who's this?
Yeah. She got back into Armageddon because they just stuck everybody in Armageddon. But it was a nostalgia fueled, better written trip around. I will admit that there are points where I like the degree of what they do in the middle of the film, but I don't think it was handled well. Like the scene with Kano, where Kung Lao goes, all right, no, I got this. And they just go out of their way to piss him off to get him to where he's at. I wish they could have had like another 2 scenes of that with like Jax and Sonya.
That would have been cool. Yeah, definitely.
But I get that they had to have the fight scenes. And I didn't realize this. I've seen this film 3 times now. I absolutely love this movie. But they have a rip at Mortal Kombat and fighting game characters in this period that made its way into there. So I'm happy that they did it. For those of you who play at fighting games, you realize that people that don't know how to play them, like this guy, spam moves.
Yes.
Same. Liu Kang spam moves low drop kick on Kano 3 times in a row.
He does.
Yeah.
And Kano bitches him out the whole time. I was like, someone on your staff was like, we got to get that in there. And
that was the cutest scene, and I loved it. We were laughing the whole time when it was happening, especially because before we watched the movie, we were playing the game, and we were doing the same thing.
Exactly.
You would think Sensei John Kreese was on the side telling Liu Kang to sweep the leg, because that's exactly what he was doing.
Exactly. And it's just everyone's gonna say this. Kano. I told this with Mike when we were doing 0 stars for the original Mortal Kombat movies. And the original Mortal Kombat, Kano was British until that first movie came out. Until that first movie came out, and then he becomes the most Australian thing since the Tasmanian Devil. It is ridiculous. And then now he's now Australian Deadpool from like that movie on. That's what he's become. And I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yes.
The fact that he just goes on, all right, so magic powers are kind of like box of chocolates. So that what you get fireballs, maybe a frisbee hat. I don't fucking know. It's just like, it was great. I was like, you're going to give me, I never thought in a million years they would kill off Kane. Sorry. That the Kano thing would happen and I would go, I don't get more Kano? I don't.
Dude,
I was like,
I was the same, man. But you know what, though?
I doubt that's the end of them. I really doubt it.
That's not the end. That's
no,
not the end, dude.
no,
No
but
one's ever really gone.
no, and it's Mortal Kombat. You have sorcerers, you have other things, and you've got Jack survived the crap he went through. They can bring him back.
If he can survive, anyone can.
Yeah, exactly. And they went out of their way to tease the thing. They borderline did the. Do you guys remember like Hot Tub Time Machine when they're waiting the entire time for him to get his arm cut off? They basically did that with Kano's right side of his face. Like the entire time. So yeah,
they got to bring him back for that. They
have to, because they have to see him do the dumb Tasmanian ball thing where he hits somebody, because they're gonna do it. They did everything else in this movie. They went out, like, we'll talk about it. I might even bring the clip up where I predicted they were going to do it with me and Mike doing reviews. They went out of their way with, they're like, you know what? Logic's out the door. We're going to do some of this realistic, but when it comes to fatalities and other things, we do not give a shit. They're doing the fatalities from the games. And I absolutely loved it. Well, I'll try not to say anything else because I'm going to end up spoiling it. I liked it. They could have done things different. Oh, yeah, they could. But as far as we'll get into that, because there's a problem that I have with this movie's reception. And we'll talk about that later. Go ahead.
One more comment from Josh Craig, who says that a Shaolin Monks Kung Lao and Liu Kang film would be amazing. And I completely agree.
Because they talked about having memories, so they could go and I could watch a trilogy of those two interacting with each other.
Those two in particular were cast extremely well. Like I think the guy's name is Ludi Lin.
Yes.
Who played Liu Kang. Yes. That dude was straight up like, that was pretty amazing. I love Robin Shou in the role as well, but like, Ludi Lin was actually like the perfect like young Liu Kang.
For what I could say, they were both perfectly cast for the time period that their movies came out.
Exactly. Yeah. Well said.
Yeah. Because there was no way in 1995 that you were not getting Robin Shou to do that. There was no fucking way.
And then he went to Street Fighter, that dude.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's right.
He's in both of those?
Yeah.
He's in The Legend of Chun-Li. He's not in the good Street Fighter
okay.
movie. The good bad Street Fighter movie as opposed to the
good bad one.
Movie. The good bad one with Van Damme and with you know.
I will kick Bison's ass so hard
that the next Bison wannabe.
I want Kano to say the famous line from M. Bison. Lord, love for you. That must have been the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Bloody Sunday.
What I want is, again, if we get a certain character in the next movie, there's an interaction in Mortal Kombat 9 where, I'll just say the character's name, Johnny Cage, he meets Kano on a bridge and Kano says something in Australia and he goes, shrimp? Barbie? I don't know, jokes? And then they just try and fight because he has no idea what to say to him.
Oh, man.
I hope we get
amazing
like that.
Amazing.
But yeah,
I wanted him to come in there and just be like, hello, baby. Did you miss me?
I studied all your moves.
Yes, studied this.
So for my general thoughts, a little bit of context. I'm a filthy casual when it comes to Mortal Kombat. I have played some like the classic games because my uncle used to own the old games on like the Sega Genesis.
Nice.
Yep.
But other than that, I'm only vaguely familiar with the franchise. I've only most recently watched like the previous films for Zero Stars, and then last night I watched the direct-to-video movie Scorpion's Revenge, which is great.
That was really good. Really well done. Yeah.
And I honestly think this movie is, for a live action film, I think it's just as good as Scorpion's Revenge, with kind of the same issues that I have with all of the films, but we'll get to that rant later. For now, I'll say all of the actors are cast like particularly like this is probably one of the most well cast video game movies ever.
Oh yeah.
My favorites are obviously Scorpion and Sub-Zero. I think Sonya Blade is my favorite of the Earthrealm Defenders.
Call me Sonya.
She was awesome.
That's a joke, everybody. That's a joke.
This is probably the best version of Kano because he gives zero fucks.
So true. It's so true. He's like, I'm drawing a Kano comic book.
I fancy myself a graphic artist.
I'll be honest, I actually, since I know nothing about Mortal Kombat, I didn't know that Kano was like an actual character from Mortal Kombat.
You thought he was the audience surrogate?
No, I thought he was just like a mimic of what was it, Captain Boomerang?
Oh.
Why was Jai Courtney not cast in this role? Oh my God, that would have been.
Hey, if you were gonna have a DC equivalent, you're not far off. I'm gonna be honest. Swap out the eye laser for a boomerang, and you're about there.
Yeah, you're not far off.
Not the same character.
I almost wanted to do the recap for this episode for the plot of the movie, and I wanted to do the Godzilla Mendoza thing of just taking the characters' names and just vaguely associating them with someone that's remotely similar. It's like, okay, so you got Taven, you got the fighter Taven, he's a UFC fighter, Conor McGregor. He ends up meeting up with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, who in turn saves her friend Luke Cage from nearly getting his arms killed, and then they run into Captain Boomerang and they fight a CG monster. Then they go meet the Karate Kid and David Logan.
That's perfect. Nice. But yeah, overall, I just had a great time seeing this. This was my first trip to the movie theater in 13 months.
Ooh,
dude,
holy crap.
And I saw this in Dolby, so. So if I'm a little bit biased on the positive side, that's at least part of the reason.
I understand. I saw Joker on film, and that forever changes how you see the movie in a good way. So,
yes.
Cool.
Wow, we saw Joker in Mortal Kombat. It's almost like it was a coincidence.
So let's dive a little bit deeper. Now the floodgates are open. We're going to talk all the spoilers.
Full spoilers, guys.
Yeah, now we're starting spoilers.
I thought the sex scene went really well.
Hey, Raiden was very gentle with Kano. Just calm down.
He was like, so you like a little electricity, do you?
They just still make these lightning sticks like they used to.
It's funny that we make these jokes though, because we were literally our friend Claudia is really, really into Mortal Kombat, and we were watching it with her. And the scene where Kano gets the whole eye thing, where they're arguing. We're always.
She was talking about how Kung Lao was just shooting him these looks, and she's just like, okay, is there some bi-panic going on right now? Which is doubly hilarious for me because, okay, everybody I think ended up simping for somebody in this movie in some way. For Keona, it was Sonya. For most of the girls, most of the ladies, it was, who was it? Was it Hanzo Hasashi?
Hanzo Hasashi.
Yeah, and for me, it was Joan Jett, I'll leave you to figure out.
Natara.
Yeah. No, is that was her the Batgirl?
That's Natara.
Yeah, Natara.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Natara.
I was simping for Cassandra
Jill
Cain,
Jet.
and I was simping for Cassandra Cain, and I was also simping for Liu Kang, mostly because it didn't sit for me for a second until I was just like, he's really attractive, and then Claudia said he reminds her of those types of guys you'd see in anime. And just instantly flashed me back to because we've been watching Inuyasha, and he looks like a character that
because the dude's like
fell in love with.
Yeah,
because the dude's like he's got the baby face thing, and then and then all of a sudden he's Magic Mike, like Kano says.
Yeah, exactly. It's very weird how they stuck a model's face on a bodybuilder's body, but he doesn't look weird.
What was that?
But he was perfect as Liu Kang, and when it comes to Kung Lao's death, I'll admit it, he sold the emotion really well.
Mm-hmm.
I would have preferred it if Goro killed him.
Yeah.
I would have preferred that, but Goro was too busy messing with our buddy Cole.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that.
He of the Drax.
But first, before we get there, other than the two, let's just call them what they are. The bookend fight scenes with Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Mm-hmm. What were some of your favorite fight sequences?
Sub-Zero and Jax.
Oh yeah,
Sub-Zero and Jax, man. That was like that was awesome. It showed like Sub-Zero's power. Like totally.
I was just saying fight because in my opinion, Jax got his ass whipped.
Yeah. But Jax was like, did 6 tours, motherfucker.
That was fucking great.
That was amazing.
Just to touch on real quick, I think the special effects really need a shout out in this movie. They were so good. That scene when he freezes the bullets as they come out,
like just the butt shot.
Cool.
Yeah,
very cool.
Hey, keep in mind also, I know it's different time periods, but this movie had the exact same budget in dollar amounts as Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Huh.
Actually, that
around $50 million.
Apparently, that number is inaccurate. This actually cost
really?
95. This actually cost 95 million.
Never mind then. Forget everything I just said.
It's okay.
But I stand by my current stance in Hollywood now is you should never have to spend more than 100 million on a big blockbuster.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't know whether your first movie is going to be a hit, like no matter how big the IP is, and second, a lot of these like kung fu and martial arts movies that you see like direct to video are made for like $1 million, and they look like they still look gorgeous.
Oh yeah,
they know how to spend their money correctly.
Yeah, it's not about how much you spend. It's where you put that money.
Yeah, keep in mind that the Lone Ranger costed more to make than Pacific Rim.
Right?
And yet that movie is
not in the same league, one might say.
Aside from the cannibal eating the elephant in the room, Lone Ranger I think is actually pretty good.
Oh, I didn't say it was bad. I'm just saying it should not have costed that much.
Yeah. if we're talking fight scenes, though, I, for one, am very partial to Crash Bandicoot versus Kurt Connors in Sonya Blade's mobile home. That was probably the epitome. That was the epitome of dumb Mortal Kombat fun that I look for in something like this. Just seeing him, like of all people, Kano having the foresight to go ahead and know how to outsmart this creepy, dumb creature. I just killed Kristal.
Was that supposed to be Reptile?
That was Reptile.
Yes.
When I first saw his like invisible outline, I thought to myself, Reptile?
Yeah,
because he was never in any of the trailers as far as I remember.
He's in the first trailer for like 2 seconds. I had to go back and look because I was so shocked when I saw him in the movie. Like you get to see his foot when it turns invisible, drop on a raptor for 2 seconds.
Yeah, but if you didn't watch that trailer, then you had no idea that reptile was in this.
Nope.
I thought they were trying to say that it was a reptile, like I thought, like like the same species but a different, or like I don't know. I wasn't positive, but like.
It's that fight that I think really sells the movie even more than the opening scene, because the opening scene I think lulls you into a sense of this is going to be a very intimate, personal movie.
Yes.
But then the rest of the movie
could have been.
I think Kano and Sonya and insert name here fighting Reptile. That's the fight that lets the audience know, okay, strap in, we're going places, just accept we have creatures in this.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can accept this, you're going to buy into a lot of stuff that we're going to do. That's probably my favorite fight, but my second favorite fight is it's obviously, in my opinion, I think it's probably everybody's favorite fight. It's Ghost Rider versus Bucky Barnes. At the end of the movie, when Scorpion and Sub-Zero start battling it out and just everything comes together. And then even down to the over-the-top dialogue, Scorpion comes out of nowhere, says the iconic line, and then you see the subtitle. He's like, I have risen from hell to kill you.
Would have been nice if they showed us that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was kind of waiting to see Hanzo like in the chains in the Nether Realm.
Yeah,
kind of disappointed we never got to see that, but seeing him in the full Scorpion garb, that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just even that fight, like as much of a problem as I have with like the barrage of fights that follow before it. Like I said, it's just a pacing thing for me where I checked out when it felt like 7 fights happening all at once. And I'm trying to keep up, but the movie's just like, no, we gotta go. We're climbing up the combat ladder. Okay. That was the perfect bookend to just, okay, here's all the stakes. You know everything now. We're going to kill his fucking family. Okay, stand the fuck back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Those are my favorite fights. What about you guys?
I'll just go over as a whole where I was like, they weren't afraid to do stupid shit.
Yes.
Like they have Cabal zooming around like the Flash, and they never go like he can do that. He does it. And there's just a bunch of like, I was doing the Annihilation review with Mike, and I'm like, man, they are never going to do it because they're going for a realistic feel with this movie. But I'm going to pop the hardest I've ever popped in my entire life if they do that fucking buzzsaw fatality. And then all of a sudden I saw Natara coming in. I'm like, and then Kung Lao looks at the ground. I'm like, fuck you. They're actually going to do that fatality. And then he whips his hat and he face first sends her right through. I jumped out of my seat screaming in that theater. I fucking lost it. And keep in mind, in the environment for this, I was in my theater at 4 p.m. on a Friday night. It was me and one other guy. We did not sit next to each other. We're both watching the screen, talking to each other about the film. It was one of the most awkward experiences I've had in my entire life. But like, we're just going. He's like, I can't believe they actually did it. I'm like, I can't fucking believe they did that either. But and that was the entire film. We kept doing that. But it was like the fact about it again, that they became fully aware of themselves after a while. Again, like you said with Kano, when he goes, Kano wins, and then like fucking Kung Lao just flawless victory, and he cleans his hat off. I was like, thank you. That in this movie, they actually know what the fucking terms flawless victory means because they forgot completely in that first movie.
This is true.
That is true. Like, he has hit 15 times.
After Shang Tsung and Liu Kang fight, and then all of a sudden it's like Robin Shou sits there and goes, flawless victory. And I'm like, bullshit.
You got hit
That
like
was
19 times,
not
guy.
a flawless victory. You got like your ass whooped.
Yeah, but honestly, the outside of like the fight, I should say, it was the perfect example of how a Jax fight should go, and against the penultimate jobber in Mortal Kombat that is Reiko. And they had, for anybody who's a wrestling fan, they had fucking Nathan Jones playing Reiko. I lost my shit.
That's perfect casting right there.
And I was just like, you need a big dude with a hammer. Get fucking Nathan Jones.
Oh, okay.
Amazing.
That's who that was, because my buddy Claudia, the whole time she was like, oh my God, just going crazy. Oh my God, it's Shang Tsung. No.
It's Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn. It's Shao Kahn. Wait, I don't think that's Shao Kahn.
No.
And then he dies. Oh, no,
But
that's not Shao Kahn.
The thing is, Josh, do you want to know what Reiko's claim to fame is in the Mortal Kombat games?
Oh my God, I'm scared, but I'm excited.
He's in one game. In his end credit scene, or his like a campaign ending thing, he sits on the throne of Shao Kahn's, puts his helmet on, and you think he's the new Shao Kahn. He isn't. He's just a fucking loser that likes to wear his helmet and sit on his throne. Because he wants to take the throne away from Shao Kahn. And then it ends, Shao Kahn bats him away and goes, "You're useless. You're a commander. Get out of here." That's his claim to fame. He's in one game outside of Armageddon. That is what Reiko is. That's one thing. Fucking one thing. He's a shit heel that wants to be Shao Kahn. That's his literally entire gimmick. But the fact that you got to see Jax do the hand clap fatality and just annihilate his head was like, good. That is all Reiko needed to do. You can now check out, sir. Before we get away, again, Natara was a character that they straight up replaced in Mortal Kombat X with Devora, basically, and then people just forgot about her. I thought she looked really cool and they could have did a lot, but back in the PS2 era, Ed Boon and people were just throwing characters left and right and not giving them backstories and hoping they stuck.
Were indeed, yes.
So
if we don't get meat in Mortal Kombat 2, I'm gonna cry.
I don't.
Look, if they were able to make shit heel with a hammer work, then I think they can make meat work. Okay, you know what? I'll put this out there. Larry Kazanov. Look, I'm willing to overlook Food Fight. We already dunked on it for a decade. Listen up. Your boy's a free agent. I'll be meat for you. Okay?
Take that out of context. Holy shit.
Somebody clip that. Oh man.
Like, what's meat?
Meat is a character that is literally raw body.
And you want to know how they got him?
How?
He was the display model for how they take damage in video game testing. They just went, hey, let's make that a character.
Nice.
Mortal Kombat is the epiphany of someone said something fucking stupid, so we're going to make it a character.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes. The BDG video.
The Brian David
Brian
Gilbert.
David Gilbert.
Oh, dude. Have you guys even seen this? I found the biography for Meat. I found it on Mortal Kombat Online. This is what it says.
Oh, of course
there's a biography of him in like samurai armor, and he's like standing there, and it says, "I am Meat, former lieutenant of the most powerful army in existence. Although my allies and I chose to be mummified upon the unexpected death of the great and powerful Onaga, I was allowed to awaken early by my master's will from beyond the grave to uphold an ancient prophecy that he himself proclaimed. Although it took several millennia," this is really detailed for a guy named Meat.
Yeah.
Although it took several millennia, once I had everything he needed to fulfill his agenda, I tipped the scales of fate numerous times to have him resurrected. As a reward for my centuries of loyal service, I have been granted more power than ever before and have been named his second in command. Now, alongside my fellow soldiers, we will be involved in the greatest distraction ever to be enacted in the history of Outworld. The foolish beings of the realms are oblivious to what is happening, and only those who were in Onaga's army thousands of years ago know what is coming. When the Dragon King succeeds with his plans, he will permanently alter the faces of the realms, and we will be the only members to live and rejoice his new order. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. We'll talk about the Dragon King later because I will bring up
amazing.
I will bring up the ultimate Mary Sue of Mortal Kombat because I don't know if you guys know about him, but I told Mike about him and he lost his shit.
Worse than Taven?
Oh, he makes Taven look like a legendary warrior with the best background ever.
Oh my god! Well, real quick, let's go on.
before we get there, one of my favorite moments.
Go ahead, man.
So Brock, do you remember in Mortal Kombat Annihilation when fucking Liu Kang?
Unfortunately, I know where you're going.
Like what his like animality is
to become a shit goblin.
PS2 graphics with the pixelation included.
In this movie, we get to see the dragon, but it's not 1997 anymore, and the CGI is much better.
It's not stupid.
And B, it's a fire dragon. It looks amazing.
Yes.
That was cool.
An actual representation of his chi.
Yes, it was fucking.
It's a chi dragon.
Yeah, I think that outside of like the fight, that was one of my favorite moments.
So he's the Dragon Warrior?
Oh my god.
He is indeed.
Literally in the middle of it, like when friggin' Shang Tsung rolls up for round 2 is just like, I got your Australian boy over here. I literally said out loud, Shifu taught you well, but he didn't teach you everything.
Oh god. Oh man.
I will say the dialogue in this movie is pretty fucking great. It's like Jax is sitting there and he literally says to Sonya, so be careful, Sonya. He has a laser now.
Yeah. My favorite line, and Kano has it, is we're going over, I can't remember what the hell Sonya says, but they're walking away from talking with Kano in the chair, and then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, but you just don't have a market, and Kano in the background just goes, wah, wah.
I know, I heard that too.
That was great.
Little moments like that are just beautiful.
I gotta ask, you guys might be
That was
more.
great.
You guys might be more like a eagle-eyed than I am. I've just never seen his face except for like in the games, like when people do the memes. But did Ed Boon ever cameo in this movie?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so.
They did re-record the "Get Over Here" line.
They did. Yes.
Okay, that's perfect. But even
but it wasn't him.
No, they made it just more loud or clear, I want to say.
Yeah.
But
okay,
but it wasn't Ed Boon. So what was
I'm kind of shocked that fight promoter wasn't Ed Boon.
I know.
Dude.
That would have been a perfect place for him to cameo.
Yeah.
Like that's such a missed opportunity. But I have a theory that it could be leaning more into the fourth wall breaking side of Mortal Kombat that I've seen, like people talk about. Because I see sometimes in the games, I'm not the most knowledgeable. So, Brock, you're going to have to rein me in.
I'll help you, buddy.
Down.
I'll help you.
But tell me, are there lots of times, especially in the newer games, like from 9 onwards, where they almost kind of wink and nudge the audience, the gamers, like, hey, this is a video game?
Yes, they do, because now all the Mortal Kombat games, like, if you played the interactions, all those, like, starting in X, I believe, they started the scenes where all the interactions, which I think is my favorite part of the Mortal Kombat games now, where they're, like, talking to each other. And, like, Joker point-blank talks with Sub-Zero about them in that Mortal Kombat versus DC game that was absolutely fucking terrible.
Oh, my God.
Like, they bring it up. And and like, Spawn talks to Joker about people being in hell, and, like, they bring up all sorts of stuff. Like, Sub-Zero gets claimed to be Elsa by Johnny Cage, I believe, at some point. There's all sorts of shit. Yeah.
So this is my theory. And I might be spinning a web that Warner Brothers might want to shoot me down for, but look, Warner Brothers has been kind of on a streak with their sequel IPs lately, where they wanted to make a sequel that more or less shows off that Warner Brothers owns a lot of IPs. I'm talking Space Jam. And of course, I'm talking about our buddy Ernest Cline. Okay, days since Josh has referenced Ernest Cline, we'll put it back at 0. But so I'm thinking this is a 4-movie deal. I'm thinking there's going to be a point where maybe reality breaks so hard that they start bringing in that side of Mortal Kombat, where they start letting in characters from other media that Warner Brothers happens to own.
I don't see them going that far, but I do see them making incredibly large amounts of references.
I'm just saying I will not be surprised if at some point we actually will see John Rambo or we'll see RoboCop show up, if only just to show off the insanity of the reality break that's going on.
Is this the third sequel? The third sequel called Mortal Kombat Fourth Wall.
Well, yeah. The problem is, if they ever were going to do this shit, it would be a lot harder to do it in a movie because a lot of those people that they have in those games, they don't have the deals with in movies.
They'll make it. They'll make do. Okay, look.
Are you going to have John Rambo?
Nightmare cast over.
You're going to have John Rambo lose to someone?
I'll put it like this.
Yeah.
If they can have the White Walkers and the Droogs from A Clockwork Orange in Space Jam, I don't see any reason why they can't have Alex from A Clockwork Orange having a sword fight with Jon Snow. Okay? That is my level of thinking. And it gets to a point where everybody just cannot handle the reality breaking. And then the screen just goes black. Camera pulls back. And then we're in the offices of NetherRealm Studios. And we see a young Ed Boon and a young John Tobias resetting everything so they can recode like where they left off for their game. What's it called? Camera pulls up. You just hear Mortal Kombat. Roll credits. That's the 4th movie.
And then all of a sudden it pans back down and you see Ed Boon and John Tobias actually ripping each other's spines out.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty much how that would go.
Yeah, that's how that would go. And the sad part is if they wanted to reboot it, they would just do the stupid thing they did in Aftermath and just go, here's the old characters and 5 versions of them. Boom!
Is that really what they do in this?
Yes. The whole point of Mortal Kombat 11 is, hey, we got Jen Hale, the voice of time. We got a voice of time god. Bring in the old 90s versions. We even had the actors come in and voice them. Come on down.
There's time travel.
Awesome,
yes. There's a ton of it.
We just throw ourselves into this and just play the campaign.
Because the story mode is actually based around that. Because in the story, you know, Liu Kang and Kitana are like zombie evil versions of themselves, and like even Raiden's kind of evil.
Yeah, they got killed and made into ethereal versions of themselves by Quan Chi, and then Quan Chi dies, so they stay that way. And then the old versions of themselves come back and fight them and kill them, and then now they're the pure ones. And then the guy who plays Shang Tsung in the fucking Mortal Kombat movies comes out of a time portal. Comes out of a time portal and is like, I've been stuck there for forever, and now I'm going to cheese on screen for 2 hours.
This is why I think like film is the wrong medium to adapt video games, because I just don't think there's enough real estate to fit all of that stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like, you know, like the Tomb Raider movie that just came out, which I really liked. I liked Alicia Vikander in it, but it was just like, you could tell that they were just like, well, the game went to places that we just don't want to go to, you know? And they, frankly, they should have, because it would have made the movie more interesting and more unique. But the movie itself just, you know, it was cookie cutter in the end. I felt like it was good, but it wasn't like great.
The problem that I find happens with a lot of these in Mortal Kombat is one that I think fits 9 times out of 10, movie studios go, what's a game that kids like? Mass Effect, Bob? Cool. Let's make a Mass Effect movie. Those games are 100 hours each, Ted. Just cut out like 90% of it.
And there's
that
2
won't
versions
work,
of
Ted.
Ted.
And they're like, I can't understand why they said it's rushed. I don't get it. We cut out 95% of it. It should have been better.
Like for my money, there's 2 absolutely, in my opinion, perfect video game adaptations. And I know this is going to probably be a hot take, but if you're an eagle-eyed listener, that makes no sense. You'll notice that I've talked about one of these numerous times in the past. I think
Ready Player One?
No. I'm talking Detective Pikachu and Castlevania on Netflix. Now, I'll admit, I've only seen the first 2 seasons of Castlevania.
It still stays good.
There's a third one, and there's going to be a 4th one. It's the last season coming soon.
I need to watch all of that soon.
Because now they're doing Dragon's Dogma.
It's amazing, but I think what it is, I think it's also not telling a full, like it depends kind of on the series, because if they were to just make a full-on Pokemon movie, like live action, have Ash Ketchup and whatever the hell, you have them going around collecting little monsters, and then you have the Wonder Twins coming in and them trying to like fuck them up. I think that would get old really fast. But instead, what they did was, okay, kids like Pokemon, but how do we sell this to also general audiences? How, like, aside from the people that grew up with Pokemon? Well,
let's appeal to their mothers.
Let's appeal to their mothers and make them really cute. And let's appeal to the generation that grew up with Who Framed Roger Rabbit. There's a game called Detective Pikachu, right? Let's just do Roger Rabbit, but with Pikachu. And kids will love it. And I'll admit that's where my bias comes in, because I love noir, even when it's kid noir. But Detective Pikachu is so delightful, I think, in that it captures the charm of the Pokemon universe without going into the absolute deep end of what Pokemon means, which is I want to be the very best that there ever was.
I don't think you really picked up on what I was saying about moms.
What?
It's Ryan Reynolds.
Oh my God. And
I did. I watched it because I want Ryan Reynolds.
I watched it because I wanted Deadpool in my Pokemon.
Real quick, Detective Pikachu was one of the only times where I was disappointed that Ryan Reynolds was Ryan Reynolds, like on screen. Like I loved him as Pikachu so much that when he wasn't Pikachu, I was just like, what are you doing here? Why are you here?
Get the fuck out of here. Go make Deadpool 12. But then we get to Castlevania. And I'll admit, in my mind, I've always thought animation's a perfect place for Castlevania. It could work as a movie, maybe if you get someone like Guillermo del Toro, but they weren't gonna fucking do that.
No.
So instead, they just made a long-form adaptation of the third game in the NES series, because they saw that there was so much potential for lore in that, and they used those early Nintendo games from the 80s to go ahead and tell this larger story about faith and just Catholic guilt and just the questions of mortality and this and that, and also make it absolutely as violent as you can. And you just think in your mind, these used to be 8-bit sprites that I couldn't even tell.
Yep.
And it makes those moments where they do adapt little bits from the 8-bit games so much more satisfying. Like, I think there's literally a point where they lift one of the most famous songs from Castlevania 3 or from the original series with a full-on orchestra. And I'm telling you, I cheered so loud when I heard that. But I could never see that as a film, nor could I see it as live action. That's why I think the Last of Us series is going to be perfect as an adaptation.
Yep.
You're never going to beat the games. I literally did a whole video on why the games are so special.
Of course,
go check it out. But
you're not going to get past, that part in the first Last of Us where you start playing as Ellie.
Like, if they were to do that, like, that would probably have to be the start of the second game or the second movie.
Yeah.
You mean?
No, I mean, like, if they were to tell the whole story of the first movie, of the first game as a movie.
Yeah, try to make it as a movie, yeah.
You missed out on spending so much time, like, literally endearing yourself with Ellie. Now, where Mortal Kombat comes into play, I think a film is almost perfect to tell the story because it's like Brock said before, and I'm coming to realize it in the hour and 10 minutes that we've been on this podcast. But I love Mortal Kombat precisely because it's so fucking
stupid.
Yeah. Oh my God, Josh just
broke. There we go.
It feels like the ultimate culmination of what happens when you get a high school kid to just do a full-on heavy metal album. Like, just throwing everything out there, and whether it sticks or not, if it doesn't stick, you can just kill it.
Exactly.
The aesthetic of Mortal Kombat is like, it's like Enter the Dragon, but mixed with like an Iron Maiden album cover.
Exactly. And
got it.
If there was one thing that I think Mortal Kombat could be perfect for, because I saw your poll on Twitter, Mike, where you asked whether or not Mortal Kombat, what medium is perfect for it. And I think it was movies, animation, comics,
and TV.
And
animation won by the majority.
I voted for animation. I'll admit that. I voted for animation, but that's mostly because I think you can get away with so much more in animation.
Yep.
That's just true.
Just specifically in anime, like full on,
But I think
I voted for TV because I was like either or.
I think the best thing about Mortal Kombat, though, is that it fits all of those genres like a glove in a weird way. In film, if you get the pacing down perfectly, it's one of the most fun, entertaining rides you'll ever have. You'll never be bored. You'll have great characters. The ones that you love and they happen to be gone too soon. If there's a second movie, they're going to come up with an excuse to bring them back.
Yeah.
In TV, it would actually work if they structured it. It would actually work if they structured it like a CWDC show. Where
don't cast it like that, though.
Characters coming together, and there's a big fight at the end of the episode, just kind of building up to it.
What I suggested on 0 Hour was, you do like 10 to 13 episodes, and like each episode is like one of the fights in the tournament, and then towards the end you get like the big battle against either like Shao Kahn or who's the other one again?
Shang Tsung, Shinnok, pick your S name.
Quan Chi,
yeah. So basically what we're saying is that we want The Boys version of Mortal Kombat.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah, either The Boys or Invincible, because I'm watching that show now, and that's what solidified my take of, if you did an animated series that was like R-rated, and you had all the time in the world to like do the tournament, it would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But going back to the film, let's slap Cole Young around, because he can take it.
I almost called him Keona. Keona, go off on him. I want to hear everything. Hold nothing back.
I feel like I got a lot of this out already, but okay, in the group chat, which is why. But like, okay, So Cole Young, let's talk about his power set here. Let me first of all bring up the fact that this Arcana thing, which by the way, I thought the whole time they were talking about their animalities or something. I got so scared for like 10 minutes. I
asked the same thing too. Like, what is the difference between Arcana and animality?
And the way that they were saying it was like the Arcana or something, and I was just like, I'm not understanding what this is that you guys are talking about here. Are you talking about animalities? Because I'm like, no, please don't. Larry Kazanoff, what are you doing producing this? Anyway, then it turned out not to be so. So apologies to you, Larry, for once. But I mean, like the Arcana thing they just brought in for this movie, and when we finally get to Cole's, I'm just like, okay, this is what I thought was going to happen. Okay, I thought that Hanzo Hasashi was going to take over his body and he was going to become Scorpion. That's what I legit thought was going to happen. Like, I thought it was going to be this whole like ghost possession thing, and he was going to turn into Scorpion, and then we'd have our Scorpion. But like, I don't know if like, because I thought that was going to be like a NetherRealm thing where he could come out of there and just be like, okay, you're going to take possession of this dude because he's your bloodline, blah, blah, blah. We've seen it before. But like, instead, what we get is a dude in like, as our buddy Tony says, which by the way, shout out to you, Tony.
I miss you.
Drax armor. That's like what we got.
Not wrong.
We got like Drax armor that somehow absorbs kinetic energy from hits that he takes, even from Goro, who is like the sub boss of the entire freaking like, okay, well, you could say Shang Tsung is that for Shao Kahn, but I mean like Goro is that for Shang Tsung. So like Cole is this dude who they invented for this movie. He comes in there, he fights with Goro, he takes all the punches Goro can hand out, and his stupid fucking Drax armor absorbs all the energy, and then he just redirects it and fights with him, and he has a little tone fuzz or whatever that he has, and fights and beats Goro up, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? Because seriously, this is the second time Goro's gone out like a little bitch. I'm sorry, I can't stand it. Like, for Cole to come in there and beat Goro is the stupidest thing. Like, no, it shouldn't have happened. And he has more of a problem with Sub-Zero than Goro. What is up with this? And secondly, did they job Scorpion out to this guy? Because seriously, if Scorpion had to fight Sub-Zero one-on-one, he probably wouldn't have won that fight, even though he should have, being that he's a fucking demon. Like, he should have won against Bihan. And like, instead, he needs help from Cole in his stupid Drax armor with his stupid tone fuzz, looking after his stupid little family, okay? I don't give two shits about his family, all right? Like, seriously. As far as narrative goes, and as far as, like, this could have been served by any other character in this whole entire thing. Like, Hanzo could have been our main character. I would have been fine with that. Or, like, Johnny Cage could have been our, like, like he kind of was in the 95 film. It was Johnny Cage who was the guy who was like the audience surrogate. It was like, I don't know, what the hell are you talking about, Master Boyd? By the way, Master Boyd, how are you a master of martial arts? I'm sorry. I have a bone to pick with that. But anyway, just the dude didn't look like a martial arts guy. Okay, but regardless, it was Shang Tsung anyway. It's like, why at the end of this movie do you have to have Cole be like, I'm going to Hollywood? It's not the what, it's the who. It's just like so stupid. It could have been Johnny Cage in that role. I'm just saying it could have been. He's the guy who's most far removed from everything else. He doesn't have any familial stuff. You don't have to do the whole stupid tattoo thing because the kids love him. It's just, yeah. I'm at the point where I can't even finish my own sentences. But seriously, dude, Cole Young is one of the worst characters ever made, and I hope he never shows up in the video games. Ed Boon, do not put him in the games. We don't want to play as him. I'm sorry. He has stupid powers. He has a dumbass armor suit. This is just ridiculous. Okay, Josh, take it away, please.
I'm actually going to hand this to Kristal for a hot minute.
Okay, I'll be right back, guys.
Let out, like, burn your coal, as it were. Because we're hating him. What are your thoughts on Cole Young? You want to know how bad he is? I completely forgot that his last name. He had a last name. I just called him Cole
Young.
Which I'm very confused. Was the girl his daughter or his stepdaughter?
They don't state. I don't know. Perfectly honest, I don't know.
I'm so confused by that.
When that whole scene was happening where they're at like the burger joint, I was a little confused because I'll admit I wasn't paying attention initially, but the girl looked way too old to be the age that I think they were implying. And there was a point where I stupidly thought that they were like high schoolers. I know.
Like dating and then we all got confused. Like, she looks too young.
But at the same time, she looks too old. Like, it's a weird thing. But okay, back to Cole. Back to his dumbass.
Yeah, I mean, he was just weak sauce. Like, it felt like his only purpose was to, I guess, move the plot along. I wouldn't say the plot, but more like the characters, to give like that. He's the anime protagonist in the whole thing. Like, we can do it with the power of friendship.
Oh my God, you're right. Oh my God. And you know, I think there would be something actually kind of endearing to have a character that's so overly optimistic and positive be your main character amongst this world of just out there, over the top, fucked up people, crazy monks, literal gods, and honorable soldiers.
But isn't the optimist already Liu Kang?
Exactly. So it's like literally by the time they go to the temple, I think Cole is literally rendered useless until they decide, oh yeah, we need to have scenes with him again. I remember I was keeping my eyes on Cole the whole time, and I was just thinking, are you gonna say something? Like, are you gonna contribute? And like I said earlier, I think a large part of it is because he has no personality. Like, okay, this might be a bit dark. This might be very dark. But look, he's the kind of guy, they set him up as somebody who doesn't, who basically takes punches. And they kind of establish that he's way too talented as a fighter to be taking losses like that. So I like to think you just change around Cole and make him the biggest sad sack. Make him want to die. Like, he goes to the fights just kind of hoping, you know what? Maybe this will be the one that'll kill me. Maybe just go ahead, just kind of just keep on the armbar and don't let go. And it isn't until all this crazy shit starts happening with Sub-Zero and everybody that he's just like, you know what? I want to live. Now,
I want to have cool powers. I want to live.
Now, granted, I more or less described Riggs from Lethal Weapon, but, you know, at least it would be something to work with. Or this might also be a minor thing. I think it's also just, I remember seeing a lot of people saying that this script feels like it was like it was written in the early 2010s during that time when everybody was kind of cautious about rebooting a new franchise for fans, but the general audience isn't going to pick up on it, so they have to change a few things. But then the script was unearthed a decade later by super fans of the series and knew that they could do their own work on it. And Cole feels like the kind of person that was just meant to shepherd everybody along.
Can I ask you guys this, though? Do you feel like Cole was a bit fan fiction-y? Like Like, isn't this what we do in fan fiction where we just set it up and like you have all the established characters and then you're like, no, I want to introduce a little character that's like me or that's like the audience surrogate so everybody knows
they did that. They did that in Deception, and that's the character I haven't talked about yet.
No, I agree. Yeah, I agree with you there. But I mean, it's like
he's a self-insert.
That's where my biggest change would come in. I would talk to Dave Callum and be like, dude, you're gonna do Spider-Verse 2. Okay, listen up.
Oh.
I need to help you. Jeez. This is all solved by one thing. Make him Taven. That way you could just have everybody be like, holy shit. They put Taven in this movie, and he's the main character. I hate this, but I love it.
That would be a pretty ballsy move.
I wouldn't have minded.
And I think it would also excuse so much of the negativity around Cole. Because with a new Mortal Kombat character, granted, they always get shit on. And I don't help with that. I understand that I'm part of the problem. The first step in admitting that you have a problem, and that is that you are the problem. That's my progress here. But everybody knows that Taven is a blank slate. Mm-hmm. So I think having him be that, like, even if reviewers looked up and they're like, who the fuck is this character? Oh, okay, he was already like this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, credits for accuracy. But you have a character like Cole Young.
Even the name just kind of sounds boring.
The name is like for a random like a name generator on Google or something.
I'll throw out a name. I literally used this name in a movie. John Maverick.
It's almost as good as John Matrix.
John. But
Commando reference for the day. All right.
But Cole sucks. He's not even the best Cole in video games. But you know what? I would gladly welcome him in the video games if Ed Boon decides to pull a Godzilla 2000 and has him show up in a cutscene. And
get killed.
He just gets killed by the new main character that they create.
Like Cassie Cage goes and kills him, and then it's like, fuck you, like she does to Liu Kang as the zombie Liu Kang. I just played that part of Mortal Kombat 11 where you like beat Liu Kang, you beat the evil Liu Kang, and then she just goes, fuck you, as he's like sitting there knocked out. I'm just like, my God, that's brilliant. It's the most hilarious thing I've ever seen.
I feel a little bad for going off as much as I am because I feel like Brock's just like...
Poor Brock. I'm sorry. We're sorry, Brock.
It's fine.
We're sorry.
It's fine.
But no, I mean the best thing, the best worst thing about this movie when Cole was like about to beat Goro or something, Goro has him, and then his daughter goes, "Dad, use your uppercut."
That was dumb. That I will admit. That I will admit was dumb. You shouldn't have to get told to do that.
That like almost destroyed the whole wah-wah moment with Kano. Like all these characters giving off-screen advice are just like, you know, like Kano's one was actually funny, and then you have the stupid thing where his daughter says, "Use your uppercut, Dad."
Which they were trying to go for like a whole UFC kind of thing. Like I noticed a lot of UFC.
Yeah, they were going MMA. Yeah.
Yeah.
So uppercut?
That's not how the corners talk.
Uppercut?
Not
Can
in
you
MMA
imagine if, like in like Conor McGregor's corner, you hear use your uppercut.
Use your shoulder.
Use your shoulder.
Ground pound him.
Put him in a body bag.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, there was a shirt that had that on it, and I so wanted that shirt, and now I can't find it anywhere. I just wanted that shirt so badly. Put him in a body bag. Yeah.
I gotta ask, since it's obvious, I think this is going to be a success. I think Mortal Kombat's going to be a major success.
I think so.
As of yesterday, it's already made $9 million at the box office.
Oh wow!
Keep in mind, it's not in Japan or China, I believe, yet.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna kill over there, I think.
How is this gonna do in China, you guys?
And that's part of the reason when it gets to my turn around Cole, of why I'm going to explain why I think the main reason why Cole's in the movie.
Okay.
I will add.
Oh yeah, I see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yep.
I will add that I think that all that we need for Cole is just some time to get to know him a little bit more, and for his character to be fleshed out. Because I think that there's a basis for possibly a good character there. We just need a little bit more time.
Can we have him and Johnny Cage fight and just have a douche off?
I think you're going to get that in the sequel.
I think we're going to get that. Oh, well, wait until Cole Young dies, because you know that's coming.
Oh, yeah. There'll be a moment. There was a fan theory. Are you guys still good, or?
Yeah.
Okay. There was a fan theory that I told Mike about that I honest to God thought was going to happen. Simon McQuaid did talk about how like this is a cast of it's a video game that is heavily set in, Japanese and Chinese culture and stuff like that. So it would have felt really awkward plastering a giant white face over the top of it. And I'm not being that guy, but I'm also being that guy saying that Cole Young is the main character in the movie for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, there was a fan theory that the end of the thing that, hey, he was an MMA fighter, that they were going to go into the movie that I would really like to be an actor though, and then his stage name is going to be Johnny Cage.
That's what I thought.
But
I bought into that.
As far as Cole goes, as much as I there's barely anything about this movie that I did not like. I will say that even I was kind of it's whatever. The one thing they've never done in Mortal Kombat is have an MMA character. Believe it or not, this is the first time.
This is true.
So I was kind of shocked when this was the time where I'm you have probably around 100 characters in these games and you've never done an MMA fighter. So, and his power set, although it did not look good in the movie, for how they set up his character in the beginning, did make sense. I will say that his family, I think Cole was fine. It's just that, again, you put Cole in there, you have him have a cool setup, and then you still needed to have the rest of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So in the sequel, I think it's going to be a lot better. We're going to actually get moments where you're going to have probably communication consistently between him and Hanzo, and then he's going to learn some stuff.
That'd be cool.
Before I get too far into what my problem with some of this movie and how it's portrayed, we're going to go into. People think a lot that Cole is a Mary Sue in Mortal Kombat, and I don't think so. Personally, me. In a lot of situations, go watch IGN's timeline of Mortal Kombat. The first 5 game ends in Liu Kang wins lol. Is literally how every single game.
True.
Literally every game. Literally every game. And then I'm going to show you guys about the wonders of the character named Shujinko. In Mortal Kombat Deception Conquest, you start out with this little kid that is being taught by Bo Raicho. Bo Raicho being the fat drunkard that taught Kung Lao and Liu Kang how to be expert fighters. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Through the entire game, Shujinko, which, by the way, if you thought it was on the nose, hey Mike, why don't you say the little fact I told you about what Shujinko means in Japanese?
It means main character.
Thank you. So, by the way, we're going through this whole thing where Shujinko gets tricked by Damashi, a random spirit, to collect the Kami Dogu, a piece of each one of the realms, to fight against the Dragon King. Spoiler alert, Damashi's Dragon King, Shujinko's a fucking idiot. Anyway, so they go throughout this entire fight. Throughout the video game, you show that Shujinko ages by about 80 years. And throughout the whole game, Shujinko learns the fighting style and special moves of every Mortal Kombat character in history.
Oh my god.
There's your Mary Sue.
There's your Mary Sue. You thought Cole was bad? You have no idea. You want to know what his combat ending is? With the power of every Mortal Kombat character combined, I, in a single blow, destroyed Onaga and sent him back to his fighting pits. That's literally how it ends. Oh boy. People Mary Sue is the definition of, and also we want to one thing that I have, again, how this game kind of portrays Mortal Kombat to a T. Hey, Josh, play Mortal Kombat and add a ticker for every time a character that would not lose a fight loses a fight just because they're not the character you're playing as.
True.
That's the thing that's kind of like, we need to get through this scene, but we can't have him lose that fight. Well, the other one's just going to have to lose it. I don't care if it doesn't make sense. But
that's kind of how NetherRealm does their story modes, though.
It is.
Like that. Yeah.
The main problem that I have that like Cole gets kind of shafted in a way that I think people that were kind of pissy with Cole from the start didn't give him a chance toward the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I've now seen that movie 3 times. And almost everyone who I've talked to said Scorpion gets jobbed out because he couldn't beat Sub-Zero at the end of that movie without Cole. Outside of the first 2 minutes of that fight, Scorpion beats the ever-living fuck out of Sub-Zero for that entire fight, outside of Cole getting in at some total of 4 hits after Sub-Zero already set him up for a spike.
Yeah.
He gets frozen one time. He gets frozen one time. Outside of that, Hanzo hands Sub-Zero's ass to him on a silver platter and then goes, hey, Cole, why don't you hit him a couple times too, because I'm already done with my piece with him. And
do you really think that?
I've seen it. I've seen it 3 times now. The fight
goes
that way every time.
I saw it differently, and I saw it twice, but I saw it differently.
That's how I felt. But it's everyone's different. I was waiting for the moments where like outside of Scorpion being froze the one time, he really never's at that much of a disadvantage. Cole spends 90% of that fight punching his frozen wife. I'm just being honest here.
I've heard of bridging the wife, but this is ridiculous.
I'm just being honest.
Punching the ice off of
his frozen wife.
To be clear.
To be perfectly clear. But yeah, Kristal brought it up. I think Cole will have a better time when you get the later movies. And again, jobbing out to me is when Funaki gets chokeslammed by Kane and Big Show, and then they step on him and he gets pinned. But if you want Sub-Zero getting jobbed, it was the beginning of that movie. In every Mortal Kombat game, Scorpion horrendously murders Sub-Zero. Why? Because he's Ed Boon's favorite character. This is the first time ever that Sub-Zero, like outside of like the Lin Kuei always kills the Shuri Ryu, except sometimes Sub-Zero's not there. Sometimes like Scorpion doesn't die, but then he gets possessed with the spirit of vengeance. Scorpion is Mortal Kombat Ghost Rider. That is basically what he is.
Basically.
And it's like, this is the first time where Sub-Zero is like, no, I'm the big badass. I'm going to do whatever. Because normally he gets his ass handed to him. He gets killed, becomes a different character, and then you get his little brother to become Sub-Zero. It happens. We mentioned Noob Saibot a lot. That guy's on for 4 films. He's going to be Noob Saibot for 4 more films. But as far as Cole goes, for the life of me, I understand his power set because to a degree, unless he takes hits, his power set's fucking useless. So realistically, he's one of the weakest Mortal Kombat characters ever made if he doesn't get hit. He has to be bad at fighting to use his powers. So
that is true.
I still don't understand the fucking tonfas. That I never will. Those don't make any sense. I'm like, the armor makes sense.
What was that about?
I'm like, why do you construct tonfas? I'm going to distribute power weapon and you get tonfas. I'm like, but yeah. I
agree with you. I don't think he's a Mary Sue. Like at first I was saying that in the group chat because initially that was what I thought, but then I saw it the second time and I thought, okay, he's not really a Mary Sue, but he
could become that.
What he is useless.
He could become one if they don't handle him correctly. And one thing I will say, dependent upon this film, I could see them killing him in the second movie.
I would cheer.
I could see them killing him in the second movie.
I would be shocked just in the way. I'll admit this is where my filmmaking flexing comes in. If I were making the movie, I would set him up as the main character. And then, I wouldn't have him be the main character. I would probably have him be a part of the cast, like a minor cast. You think you're going to follow these guys? It's going to be like that stereotypical thing that you'd see when people try and adapt movies, or it's like, like games like, Okay, this is going to be Diet Johnny Cage, Diet Sonya, Diet Jax, and you have
Mortal
this
Kombat Annihilation.
You have this main character, token white boy, blonde hair, blue eyes, chiseled. He looks good. He's pretty good at fighting. And then Sub-Zero rolls in, and he just fucking destroys him. He just fucking obliterates him. Pull a Scream. You think Drew Barrymore's gonna be the main character, but oh no, Sub-Zero's at the door, baby.
You know what I wouldn't mind them doing? An exact redo of Mortal Kombat Annihilation in the aspect that Lyndon Ashby went, fuck you guys, I'm not dying in the first 5 minutes. And they snapped Johnny Cage's neck in the first 5 minutes of the next movie. I shit you not, is what happens.
It is.
Like, Raiden zaps the entire field of Shao Kahn's fighters and goes, they're dead, let go of Johnny. You won't do it because I have Johnny. Shit, you called me out on my good guy bluff. And then he goes, crack, and just ends Johnny Cage. In the first 5 minutes of that movie. He's done. This is Liu Kang's movie, goddammit.
I did love the Shao Kahn guy because he's just like, come bow at my feet.
I want to
all the camera angles for that fight were just amazing because they're like all like low camera just shooting up, and then you see like Raiden just do his uppercut, and he's just like
either low camera angles or GoPros directly on people's joints.
GoPros, yes. Oh my god, it's freaking amazing.
It's terrible. And that's the worst green screen I've seen in a movie in my entire life.
Oh, it was like the first 5 minutes of that are just.
The ninjas garish. Popping out of the sky and everything like the outlaw ninjas.
I ask one favor, Josh.
Dude.
Yes.
I don't know if you've seen Annihilation. Have you?
I have, and you know what? I'm going to say something that's going to get me flamed. There was a point as a kid I watched that more than the original because I was stupid.
Buddy,
I thought that it was better.
Hey, I'm there with you. When I was a kid, I was there with you because it had more characters in it. That was my dumb kid brain. I was like, they had Cyrax. I'm happy.
They had Cyrax. But Cyrax was pretty awesome, though.
He was. They did him good. Go watch. Do me a favor because you'll appreciate this as a filmmaker. Go watch. And I told them in Mortal Kombat 1, Goro, for is what they could pull off and looking like the sleep paralysis demon that he does, looks good.
Yeah.
But Shiva, would they make in a second movie with more budget? You could tell, look at her top arms, they're great. Look at her second arm. They're like a floating rib. They literally don't align with her body. Like her body moves and the CGI stays in place. It's terrible.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But also, there's a scene in that movie where Liu Kang jumps over a bridge when he's fighting with Sub-Zero to help Sub-Zero, who's leaning over a cavern.
Yes.
And then after that, Sub-Zero takes Katana and goes, suckers, and then goes away.
Scorpion, yes.
Or Scorpion, I'm sorry. If you look, when Liu Kang flips across the bridge, Scorpion's standing behind her already, waiting for her to do his part of the scene.
Yes.
I thought you were going to...
That was a good teleport. That was just an awesome teleport, man.
I thought you were going to bring up the best character reintroduction. Just tell, you know what?
Sindel?
J.R.R. Tolkien, get the fuck out of here, you useless hack. Okay? you may have perfected fantasy literature, but you know what? Gandalf the White ain't got shit on Raiden.
In the short hair.
Idol. And
the short hair looking like Sting.
He doesn't just flip into frame, but he literally
appears, pops in,
like spinning like Sonic the Hedgehog, and then he gets in front of the camera, and then you can see the literal jump cut edit where they got the actor actually on location instead of the green screen, and then the camera pulls back finally. You take in James Remar doing his best Billy Idol, and he just smiles, looks at the camera, and you can see the literal moment that his soul dies. And he just goes, never give up hope.
No, I think the moment that the soul died when everyone had to sit back and go, Mother, you're alive. Too bad you will die.
I literally, to hype myself up for the movie, I know it was a weird thing to do. I wanted to originally have my friend Adi come over, and we were gonna watch all three, like the other two Mortal Kombat movies, in hype for this one, so that way we could give her a crash course on how insane it is. But she was never able to make it, and me and Kristal were procrastinating, cleaning up the apartment to have company. So I settled on showing Kristal and rewatching the Godzilla Mendoza video on Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Which, when I saw that scene, you will die. I got Nom flashbacks to the CDI Zelda games.
That was a line that was so bad. As a 6-year-old kid, I was like,
I'm telling you, the video is worth it.
Amazing.
The video's worth it for Xavier. That's his real name. For Xavier doing a whole skit where he hypes up Smoke. He comes in dressed up as Smoke. And he's just like, "Hey kids, smoking's bad."
Wait, so his name is actually just Smoke?
There's a character called Smoke.
No.
And there's a character called Rain. And he's in purple.
Yeah, because John Tobias is an idiot. Mike lost his shit when I told him that. I'm like, "Hey, Mike, what's his name? Rain? Why is that?" "I don't know. He's purple." Mike just goes, "Fucking God."
Purple Rain.
Mortal Kombat is basically like the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure of video games, where they just throw everything at the characters. You know what?
I love it so much.
Got a character, Noob Saibot. You know why he's called Noob Saibot?
Are you asking me or?
I'm asking Kristal.
Oh, okay.
We actually alluded to it in a character mentioned earlier.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's called Noob Saibot. The creators are Ed Boon and John Tobias. Noob is Boon backwards. Saibot is Tobias.
Tobias. It's Tobias Boon.
I think my favorite one, though, and it's my favorite Mortal Kombat character, is Ermac. He's my favorite of all the Red Ninjas. Do you know why he's called Ermac and why they made him up? Because there used to be an old flash screen that would come across when the game fucked up that said error macro. So people thought there was a character named Ermac. So then eventually they just made a character called Ermac.
Yes.
It's like
Annihilation.
It's like Scarlet.
Yeah, and he's in Annihilation and I fucking hate him. The same with Scarlet and Blaze, the main villain in fucking in Armageddon. It's just a fucking background sprite in the pit stage in Mortal Kombat 2.
Seriously,
this franchise is weird.
Mortal Kombat.
I love it so much.
The insanity of it. You know what? I feel really bad for Kristal. We're jumping into all of this. She barely got me into anime. And we're in this big lore of Mortal Kombat right here. And I feel bad for her because she's going to be tackling Kingdom Hearts at some point.
No.
Oh,
Good.
man.
Watch
Good luck with that.
Watch a good enough summary of Kingdom Hearts. It might be the funniest video I've seen on YouTube.
I know, but they're so uncomprehensive.
That's the point.
That makes me think of the Brian David Gilbert video where he's trying to explain the Kingdom Hearts story in the hero's journey circle, but it ends up being so overly complicated. He makes a circle within a circle and then another circle, so it looks like a Venn diagram. And after a while, he's like, "Okay, assholes, we're at this point. I brought out a data cube."
To quote the good enough summary, hocus pocus, these games have no focus.
But you know, I saw a little thing on Twitter though that said that like in the pre-internet days of like, you know, in the 90s when Mortal Kombat really did come out, it was like first came out, I should say. It's like it's almost like that was the developers having a dialogue with the fans. So in a way, all that fan service stuff and all that crazy shit that went in the games, it's like, it's almost like a precursor to like, you know, now the way that we have things now where people can just communicate with the developers and stuff and you know, sometimes bully them and sometimes not.
I'm going to quote Pat from Two Best Friends while they were watching the Mortal Kombat 9 story. He described it best. When he thinks of all this crap, he just pictures John Tobias and Ed Boon in Chicago just sitting behind an arcade cabinet writing notes of the stupid horseshit theories the kids come up with and goes, well, that one's not too stupid. That one's really dumb. John, write that one down.
I mean, like reading that NBA Jam book and how much location testing they did. I mean, that probably did happen,
which
to a degree.
Speaking of Two Best Friends, I'm just going to say this. It's a dumb thing. It's never going to happen. But I will literally cry tears of joy if in the sequel they have Jax kill somebody, like a big character. And as he kills him, he's standing over the body. Maybe it's over an American flag. He grabs the flag, drapes it over him. He's like, oh, shit, America.
Yes. I thought you were going to talk about the dumb costume he has a Deadly Alliance with the MP5 on his back and the backwards hat and the gold chain.
Oh, God.
Did you guys know that Jax is black? He's really black in that photo.
Or they talk about that Jax had
or
they talk about that Jax had weight problems in the second movie.
In the Mortal Kombat cartoon, he had confidence issues because he was fat as a child. I'm like, why?
I just watched a video on that earlier.
Why? You don't need to do that. It's so stupid. That's like an Annihilation when he wore the fucking stupid strength enhancers and he rips them off and just punches Motaro.
Now,
don't do that.
Now,
guys, what we're trying to tell you is this franchise is stupid, but that's why we love it.
Exactly. Like, if they even call it out, I appreciate like Cole said a lot of dumb stuff in that movie, but I am glad fucking finally someone in a Mortal Kombat movie went. They even spelt it wrong.
They spelled it wrong. That was the best line he had, honestly.
That is honestly his best line.
That was his best line.
He's like, you made that last part up. Come on, they even spelled it wrong. I'm like, thank you.
Okay, I will say this for the record, though. I will say that, like, all the criticism and all the times that we've ripped Cole a new one here in this podcast, I will say, Louis Tan, you're awesome. You're cool. Yeah, like we don't hate the actor.
Until someone pointed it out. He's the same guy who played Shatterstar in Deadpool. I never realized that until someone said it to me.
I never realized that. Holy crap! Yeah, you know what? Oh my god, I can see it now. Yeah.
Yeah, it blew my mind. I was eating lunch with a friend before we went and saw it. He's like, "Yeah, I was watching Deadpool 2, and did you know the guy who plays Cole is Shatterstar?" I'm like, my brain broke. I'm like, how did I not see that?
Now. I gotta.
That's pretty hilarious that he comes in that movie and he's like, I'm the best at everything.
He was also Zhu Chang in Iron Fist.
No way.
No.
What? I literally joked.
I'm never watching that show again.
I swear to God. I literally joked. I swear to God, if they give him the immortal Iron Fist, I'm gonna fucking lose it. He didn't. Thank God. But wow, that is. But I do want to ask.
Yeah,
Shang-Chi is going to be really good, but I just want to ask, since they set him up, who do you guys see playing Johnny Cage?
The Miz. I'm for that.
Everyone on Facebook and Twitter that I've asked that question has said either The Miz or Scott Adkins or who did we say earlier?
Well, here was the problem. Here's the exact problem.
Okay.
This and why I appreciate this movie. If this movie was made with a giant budget, it would be Chris Pratt.
No, I don't think so.
No, that's who they would cast. I'm not saying that's who we want, but I'm saying that's who they would cast.
No, that's what I'm
saying. Because they want a guy who can play a douchebag, and Chris Pratt can play a douchebag. That's what they would do. The problem is, the problem is with The Miz. He would fit that role because he's a fucking douchebag. The problem is I hate him because he's a fucking douchebag.
That's why I love him.
I can't, like, the problem
he's a douchebag, and that's why I love him, because I love the heels.
I know, but the problem is at some point I need to be able to like Johnny Cage, and I would not be able to fucking do that if The Miz was in that movie.
Really?
Yes, I wouldn't. I
wouldn't.
To that you have no idea how much I don't like The Miz because he's good at his job. I fucking hate The Miz so much. He's good at his job. That's why.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
So that way Kristal could see where we're coming from with this.
I love the heels.
I'll be honest, I'm completely lost at this point.
So Brock, I want you as best as you can to summarize what Johnny Cage is as a character to Kristal, who has never seen anything else Mortal Kombat related.
I don't even know what he looks like.
Johnny Cage is a big enough douchebag to tattoo his name on his chest. His first name.
Oh, Jesus.
He's a movie star. He's vain. And he does the splits.
It's the Miz.
Splits nut punch.
He
is a movie actor who actually has training so that he could do the fights in the movies, but people are like, you're an actor, you can't actually do this. And like I said, the scene that I was talking about earlier from MK9 is Johnny Cage on a bridge with Kano, where they're just looking at each other and he goes, the shrimp? Barbie? I don't know, jokes? And it's like, that's what he is. Until later, when he becomes a 50-year-old and he had my second favorite character in all of Mortal Kombat, Cassie Cage, and he becomes like the best dad in video game history short of Joel. Like,
speaking of which, speaking of the older version of Johnny Cage, someone also pointed out that because he was based on Jean-Claude Van Damme,
yes,
that it would be awesome if like the sequel just jumped right to him being played by Jean-Claude Van Damme. Like, well, you know, he's kind of like the washed up actor who, let's say Cole meets and, you know, they form a bond, and then they're all summoned for the tournament, and that's how he gets his big redemption story.
Yeah,
maybe I'm a basic when it comes to like him being old, but I think if you want to go old man Cage, I think you actually have to get a B actor, but give him the budget to actually work and train, so that way they can do shit. So my basic bitch choices for an older Johnny Cage are Nathan Fillion or Bruce Campbell.
I could see Nathan Fillion. Bruce is a little bit too much over for me, in my opinion.
But like you watch Ash versus Evil Dead, he's still got enough dexterity to be flung around whenever Sam Raimi's like, what if we just threw a little toy at you?
Yeah.
And that's kicking your ass.
Yeah.
But if we're talking a younger Johnny Cage, like on the same level as everybody else, I think you would need to get a movie star. Maybe not a total big one, not one that his face is plastered everywhere, but still one iconic enough that, like, okay, you see him. I think the best choice for Johnny Cage is not Ryan Reynolds, because that's too easy of a pick, and plus that would be 3 times the budget to get him.
Yeah. If Ryan would do it for free, my heart would want Ryan Reynolds, but I
think the best choice would be Chris Evans.
He would not be bad. He would have to get more of his douchebagginess. The problem is with us casting
Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, I know. That's what I mean. More of his douchebaggier roles are like him in Losers and stuff like that. The problem is it's really hard to cast this because I don't think they're going to go for someone people know.
Yeah.
I agree. For me, there are 2 very important criteria. 3. 1, he shouldn't necessarily be an unknown, or he shouldn't be someone like big, but he has to have the swagger of a celebrity. Number 2, don't cast him any older than 35. Especially if Warner Brothers wants to pump out like 5 more of these.
Yeah.
And also he should be like a trained fighter.
He should be.
And bonus, you don't have to make him Caucasian.
No.
I nominate Keona.
And when they find him, he needs to be on the set of Ninja Mime. I'm just saying, he has to be. They did not bring it in. They did not bring it in quite yet, but they have to have Ninja Mime in there. I will lose my shit. The tagline is "You won't hear him coming." Come on.
That could be misconstrued.
Hey,
Kristal thinks maybe Oscar Isaac.
I mean, because I have seen him like
No.
getting ready for some movie.
I think it's Moon Knight, and he's kicking all
Oh,
sorts
that's
of
true.
ass.
That is true.
And he is going to be. Oh my god! Oh my god! Wyatt Russell.
he wouldn't be bad. He would not be
actually,
bad.
That's actually kind of perfect.
I wouldn't
John
be
Walker.
against it. It would
I'm
it would be
still-
a very different role for him, but
I'm still sticking with the Miz.
I say the Miz if they actually do go with a professional fighter,
Mhm.
but
you know how to
actor,
take the bumps.
fuck it. I think Marvel's given Wyatt like a wider range than he did with the Lodge. I think that was the show that he was on.
Yeah. Or I think it was like Lodge 49.
I'm not sure.
Why did you hit me
Yeah,
out?
like what about George St. Pierre?
No,
No.
Pierre's a little too big for Johnny.
I could see
I don't
him
know
being
what
in a
that
Mortal
looks like.
Kombat movie, though. Don't discredit that. I could see them getting him for something. I could see him getting that for something, but he'd
Right.
be a little
I'm gonna
too.
look up what he looks like because
Oh, dude, they got it. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be actually kind of cool. I wouldn't be totally against that. That'd be kind of cool. They could have him be Kentaro.
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
They're gonna bring him in. They gotta bring in Kentaro or Shiva now because Goro's gone. That's what they always do. And no one's
Poor
gonna know who
Goro.
this is. I
I'm gonna pour one
honestly,
out for Goro.
for anyone who has played DMC or knows the motion capture he does, I told Mike this earlier. He's already played the character in the sequel. I really badly want Kenshi, and I really badly want him to be played by Daniel Southworth. Daniel Southworth is a guy who has done video game mocap for years. He's mocapped Virgil for years, and he has multiple years of doing stunt casting, and he's already played him in Mortal Kombat Legacy, and he knocked it out of the park. I really want Dan Southworth. But we're never going to get it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I want a
Well-
Kerry Hoskins cameo, quite frankly.
want
We're never going to
anybody.
get that. We're never going to get, or Daniel Pacino or somebody from the
What
games.
I want is I want Lyndon Ashby to be the janitor on the set Johnny Cage is at.
Dude, I mean, if they could get Lyndon Ashby and Bridget Williams and like who else did they get to come back for Aftermath to actually voice the characters and all that stuff?
The guy who played I always forget his name. The guy who played Shang Tsung. I always forget his name.
Hiroyuki Tagawa. Yeah.
They
got
got
him
him.
back.
They got Lyndon Ashby. They got they got, oh my gosh, I'm so bad with names. I don't remember if they got, because they didn't get Robin Shaw.
No, they didn't get Robin Shue. It was somebody else. Who did they?
Did they get
Wait a second, I'm gonna look this
did they
up.
get Lambert?
Oh, dude, it was.
I don't remember if they did. Did
I
they?
think it was.
I think I remember hearing something about that.
I'm gonna look this up here. Mortal
Yeah,
Kombat
but
Aftermath.
they could have a bunch of just random stuff. Like, I would love to see Ed Boon get murdered.
Oh my goodness.
Take that out of
Take
context.
that out of
man.
context, exactly. But like, can you tell me how happy Ed Boon would be if he got murdered by Scorpion on screen?
He would.
Oh, he would love that.
He would lose his
love
mind. He would
Guys.
lose his mind.
so hear me out. I've just looked up what Johnny Cage looks like, and call me crazy, but what if they beefed up Andy Samberg?
Just give him the training.
He's got the personality. Just
He's got the personality. I'm looking at his face, and it's there.
She's looking up like this.
I just wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like that.
You can't even.
for
I
me,
honestly
in my
wouldn't like it.
opinion, I think he could pull off the lines, but I'm just too
No.
used to Andy Samberg being who Andy Samberg is.
Yeah.
You know what? If they're able to beef
No, I
up
wouldn't-
Kumail
I wouldn't like
Nanjiani and make him look like he could snap meat in half like a glow stick, you know what? I think stranger things would happen. And
I
besides,
thought you were about to say fucking Finn Wolfhard.
Oh God.
oh my god,
I was legit about to lose my shit. I'm like, if you say one of those kids,
no!
oh, I had a stroke for a hot second. I was like, what is he gonna say?
But what if they did cast one of the kids from Stranger Things just to kill him off.
They're so bad.
Look, okay. Am I crazy for watching the movie the whole time? I'm just thinking, God, just kill one of the kids. Look.
Out of context.
I was just thinking. Look. When the second you have a kid die, stakes go
real.
way up.
Shit does get real.
You think of Jaws. Everyone's like, okay, shark. Okay, they killed a woman. I mean, it's like they killed that girl.
Imagine if they killed a woman with a child.
But they killed that. The shark kills the dog and the child. You see, Spielberg knows what's up. People already feel iffy with dogs. Like, okay, now you're going too far. You kill a kid. Okay, now you're going too far.
Josh, you forget.
He's right.
They killed a kid at the beginning of the movie, and nobody cared.
And then you think of Dr. Sleep. They killed off probably the poster child for children actors now. They had the balls to kill off Jacob Tremblay, and that was horrifying.
And then Steven Spielberg had the balls to kill off Newman. Like, he knows what the heartstrings are. I mean,
exactly.
Jurassic Park, he slaughtered him in that truck.
So I was just thinking, oh my God, if Sub-Zero just grabs the baby in the floorboards, picks him up, turns him into like a popsicle, and then just... This movie shoots up to a 10 out of 10 because the stakes are high.
The problem is, I think that would have gained them an X rating.
I think so, man. I think that would have been like it.
I got some wish with Hanzo's wife and child being frozen to death. Okay, you win some brownie points, Simon. But I got notes for the sequel. I expect them read by Monday.
There's gonna be some stuff. Like, the one I want, and this is in Mortal Kombat X, I got my buzzsaw fatality. Now the stupid one that's never going to fucking happen. And I repeat, never. There is one where Johnny Cage comes up to a person, punches them as hard as he can in the sternum, splits their chest open and goes, "Here's Johnny," and then splits them in half.
Now watch, that's going to happen in the sequel.
Yes.
I won't be able to handle myself. I will spontaneously combust in that theater if that happens.
Now it's Kristal's turn to have a stroke.
You know, quite frankly, I mean, what you're saying, Josh, they could introduce fatalities in the sequel.
Oh my dear God. No, friendship, please. A friendship. Please.
Or Sub-Zero just buys a doll of himself and brings it to him.
He just brings up ice cream cones to people. It's
perfect. What if that's how Cole recruits Johnny Cage?
Friendship.
He wins the fight somehow, and then he gets some friendship.
And then you see the dumb rainbow over it that says friendship.
Yes.
It's Mortal Kombat, bitch.
Okay, Kristal, I'm going to explain some things to you. It makes sense. Just roll with me.
Okay.
So first, you're like, hey, what are you doing to kill someone? Fatality. Cool. We need to make it better, make it worse. How about we call it a brutality? Thanks a lot, Ted. You're fantastic. What do we want to do? Fuck it. I don't know. Let's put some animals in there. Call it an animality. What do we want to do? Babies are cool. What do we call that? Turn them into a baby. Babality. We got this. Cool. What do you want to do if they don't kill each other? We'll call it a friendship. What happens if the character wants to kill themselves? We'll come up the hurikuris so they can kill each other. What do we want to do with multalities? We'll just call it a multality. What can we fix with multalities either? I don't fucking know. The Coke lines ran out and I'm on edge. This series is fucking dumb and I love it.
What's an animality?
An animality is when Scorpion walks up to a person, turns into a penguin, shits down an egg, walks off screen, and the fucking egg explodes. I'm not making this shit up!
They turn Scorpion.
And you know who turns into a scorpion? Fucking Shiva, because it makes no sense! And
Josh, Keona, whoever edits this episode, please title it on the website, "This franchise is dumb, but I love it."
Yes.
I need to get into this.
Just go look up animalities. It's dumb. Animalities got made into this big spiritual fucking dumb thing by Nightwolf in the Annihilation movie. And all it is a secondary version of fatalities where they turn into animals. And then like another person turns into a fucking monkey and just like walks off. It's dumb. My God, it's dumb.
And my favorite thing is when you do a friendship and then you hear the announcer guy and he's like, friendship again.
Or you get the dumb shit. You want to see some like fatalities they're never gonna do? Fucking Quan Chi jumps on a guy's shoulders, stretches his neck up, and he turns into a giraffe and falls over. That's all it is. And like, and the dumbest one, Sub-Zero in I want to say Mortal Kombat 1 uppercuts a guy's head off 3 times. No, he doesn't hit it 3 times. He uppercuts it, the head flies off. He uppercuts it again, another head flies off. Then he uppercuts it again, and a third head flies off.
Yes. They need to do that.
I cannot.
I love it so much.
The sheer amount of fucking cocaine that went through NetherRealm Studios during the mid-90s cannot be measured by man.
Dude.
Oh, Midway. I'm sorry, but oh my God,
I wouldn't be surprised. No, I'm kidding. Guys.
Ed Boon and John Tobias look like 2 people that are going to teach you how to play chess at Harvard Law. They're the most out of their mind fuckers I've ever seen in my entire life.
I love them. I love them both, man.
So we want to have a podcast that's talking about dumb Mortal Kombat shit. Let's go.
You know, speaking of that, I want a full-on reenactment of the end of, I think it's Mortal Kombat 4.
Are you talking about the Reiko thing with Jax?
This is not a fatality. This is not a brutality. This is a fatality. Just imagine the actor that you have in there saying those lines.
No, what I want is the stupid shit from the earlier games where he picks someone up and goes, "Oh, I'm gonna throw you over there. Oh, I'm gonna throw you over there." Like, that's what they do. If you slow those lines down, it's just fucking gibberish. But all it is, "Oh, I'm gonna throw you over there." And then he just, and then fucking more, then fucking what do I want to say? Liu Kang when he goes, when he fucking does the bicycle kick. I want all of it. I want it to be stupid.
That's the fact that they actually did the bicycle kick in this one. Like, you know, the funny thing is, thinking back to the one in the original movie, I think it actually looks good in that movie. But this is the first time where I was just like, while watching the movie, I was like, oh my God, they're doing the bicycle kick. This is the stupidest fight move I've ever seen.
It is, because it makes no sense. There's no forward momentum. He just jumps up and then he like just like rocket shoot out his ass and he goes forward. That's like, and he does. It looks great because you just have basically Robin Show on a lift kicking a camera. That's all it was.
Yes.
And in this one, he just does it, and then people are like, "That's not how gravity works. Like, what is this shit?" And like they never explain how Kung Lao Captain America's his fucking hat back. No, not at all.
I mean, more movies have to be like this. More movies have to be like where we just don't care about anything anymore. You know, like I feel like we're in such a. This is the reason why all the Marvel movies look bland. This is the reason why all the DC movies are super dark and serious. It's because like we can't. Nobody just wants to like suspend their disbelief anymore.
Yeah, and that's also why I love, like, I thought that Wonder Woman 84 was such a breath of fresh air. It was just like, okay, the movie knows it's being delightfully dumb. Just go along with it. Have fun. I miss Pacific Rim. I miss having a mech fight where the fist goes through an office building and you follow the fist until it goes into a cubicle and hits one of those ball things that goes clackety-clack like acrylics. I miss just John Wick and just having a simple story of a guy going on a murder rampage against an entire Russian mafia just because they killed his dog.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to be like so ridiculous about it that like you pour like coffee on a keyboard and suddenly Mechagodzilla stops working. But like
Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah.
That wasn't coffee. That was whiskey.
It's whiskey.
Whiskey.
Get it right.
It's got to be whiskey because America.
Yeah, exactly.
Whiskey.
The entire plot line of Millie Bobby Brown leads up to them spilling whiskey on a fucking keyboard.
Stupid fucking whiskey. Okay. Well, I mean, coffee, whiskey, what have you, but still.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's
Getting
stupid.
back to it, what we want is movies that know that they're stupid and roll with it. Please. We just had a lizard. No one said anything. A giant fucking sapien iguana came in and attacked the most hardcore Australian you've ever seen, Cole Young and Sonya Blade, and they didn't even say anything. He just punches it through the chest, rips its heart out, goes, Keona wins. Yeah, you fucking beauty. Throws it away, and they act like they just had coffee. I talk with Mike all the time about why I fucking love Gurren Lagann. There's a point in that freaking anime at the end where their head of logistics goes, they punched him so hard he went to the other time in a space-time continuum. Okay, so we need to check on statistics. And they just move on!
That reminds me of the fucking scene that I quote all the time from fucking Inuyasha. At this point, you're so used to demons and shit. You got the monk that's constantly trying to fuck. Alliteration intentional, so that way he can pass on his wind tunnel thing. His wind tunnel. He finds a beautiful woman. They go out to a field. She's just like, please bear my children. And he's just like, oh, you're very forward. And then you start hearing, and he just sighs, I knew this was too good to be true. And this woman, who is maybe just like a few inches shorter than him, suddenly turns into a giant mantis. And he just says so directly, giant mantis, so you were disguised as a woman the whole time.
Yes, exactly. And there's some points where in movies where it's like, that's Brad's script writing. And that's funny. Like in the movie, fucking he hits Keona, he's like, you shot a fucking fireball out of your hand. Teach me how to do that. Teach me, like, that's what I would do if I was there.
It's hilarious because he goes like, I have an eye laser now, and he's like, it's way better than a fireball, you pussy.
Or one of my favorite lines, it goes, yeah, I think I'm about to see some Arcana in there. Let me try him again. I can always try eye laser.
Yes, man.
I think if filmmakers fully embrace this thing where it's don't take video game movies too seriously, I think we could possibly get a good Doom movie.
Absolutely.
I had a thought just in hearing all of this. The Metal Gear Solid movie is going to be fucking incredible.
It's going to, if they go stupid as those games are.
Did you see Godzilla or Kong Skull Island? I haven't, but I've seen one clip, and that one clip solidified Jordan Vogt-Roberts as being the perfect person, where I said out loud, so that's why Kojima picked him. Mm-hmm. It's that clip that I've seen everybody make fun of, but also laugh at, the most over-the-top, pointless suicide, where Shea Wiggum, I guess his character, he just wants to die and have an honorable death. So he tells everybody, go on. And he grabs some grenades. He pulls off the grenade pins, and it cuts to the close-up of the grenade pins going off in slow motion. And in my head, I saw clips from Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. And then he goes up to the dinosaur lizard fucking thing. And he's just like, come on. And then the lizard's just like, and then he hits the mountain and explodes.
Yeah.
And I just said, Kojima saw that in the theater. He's like, that's the guy.
This guy gets it.
That guy gets it. That guy understands me. No one else does but him.
We're going to have Revolver Ocelot go, to call his Ocelot squad.
Only if we get to talk, and I can't remember his name. The guy who's this information person, I can't remember. He talks about like shitting himself in the first.
Oh, Otacon.
Otacon, yeah, he talks about how he shit himself on his straight fear, and I'm like, what? Or I can't remember who Snake is talking to about trying to get into a box. He's like, I'm not going to join your freaky box religion, okay?
Oh, I think that's fuck, what was her name? I know it was a girl.
Meryl?
Meryl.
Yeah. But
like
Silverberg or something?
What was that?
What's her last name? Like Silverberg?
It's something
I
like
can't
that.
remember. It's been like ages, man.
There's some like people. Video games are dumb, and they need to be that way. Like in Metal Gear Solid Revengeance, you distract mechs with poster boards of hot anime women, and they get distracted for stealth kills. But what we're saying, and we've said it for 2 hours now, please let stuff be dumb.
Do you guys think that love can bloom even in the Nether Realm?
Yes, I do.
That there's what? I didn't hear. I think
love can bloom in the Nether Realms all day.
I was quoting
all day long.
Do you think that love can bloom even in Mortal Kombat?
Yes.
Oh, it can. That's why we get Cassie and Jackie.
Yes. You get take my heart.
Man. Okay, here we'll end it off for the people that know and have played, and you know a good chunk of it, Josh, because you played Armageddon and you got everybody gets to have a place. Who is a character you want in the next movie?
A character that I want in the next movie.
That has never been in a Mortal Kombat film yet. Annihilation, this
Cabal,
or the original.
But Cabal is gone now.
Sad
panda.
Yeah, yes.
I want Rain.
Okay.
I want Rain, and I want to see what the fuck they do with him to give him a personality.
Oh, dude, wait. I forgot a part of Rain's thing that makes him even worse. His color's purple, his name is Rain, and he's an Edenian prince. I forgot about that part.
Yes.
He's literally
Josh's dead. He's gone.
I am never giving Hideo Kojima shit again for Amerigo Strand Bridge or Sam Bridges' father's name literally being Cliff.
Or Princess Beach. But anyway, I want Ermac, so I want my space ninja. Was what he turns into. But,
yes.
I think I want to see Tabin in the sequel.
Do you remember what our Hideo Kojima names were?
You almost saw him in that freaking portrait. That blew my mind.
That's crazy.
But actually, I want his entire family.
That is endgame shit. Like that, like Mortal Kombat Armageddon, it got to the point of where they're like, we made too many fucking characters that nobody likes. Put Blaze on a pyramid and have them all kill each other. Okay, how are we gonna do that? Taven and Dagon are gonna look for dragons, and then they're gonna kill each other, and then one of them's gonna get on the pyramid. What's gonna happen after that? I don't fucking know. We'll decide that next time.
I will say, I think that they've gotten a lot better at their story mode, even though it still has that nonsensical fight thing.
Oh yeah, it's gotten worlds better.
But yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I will literally lose my shit though if they kill off Liu Kang in one of the movies and bring him back as a zombie.
Dude. You know what they could do, and here's the thing. You want to know what's really dumb? Liu Kang gets murdered. That was the ballsiest thing they ever did in a Mortal Kombat game. The first 5 minutes of Deadly Alliance, they just snap Liu Kang's neck. Nothing. Yeah. And then they bring him back as a zombie with like Kratos chains. You cannot use those chains as Liu Kang in the game.
Well, that's bullshit.
You literally can't. It's so dumb. But what I want is Jax to come back, or Jax to be in the next fatality he does is the really dumb one from Mortal Kombat 3 where he turns into a Titan and then stomps a person. Like he just becomes bigger than the screen and then his foot stomps the person. He turns into a giant.
I'm so beside myself that you almost didn't come onto this podcast.
I didn't think we were going to get into this stupid combat shit. But
I had to do some heavy duty, man. I had to do like some groveling in the group chat to get.
I was in an off mood. I was in an off mood because I got kind of barraged by personal. There was nobody here. Some people just destroy. No, people like. My main thing that I'll get into And it happened here, but it was not as bad. The one thing that pissed me off and why I didn't want to talk about the movie was that people were mad at it, not because it was inaccurate to the games, because it's accurate to the games. People were bashing it because it wasn't accurate to the 95 movie.
Oh, yeah, what? No.
And I don't like that. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
That was the main thing where, like, I was talking to people about how much I liked it. They're like, yeah, but this fight didn't happen in the 95 movie. I'm like, okay.
Oh,
Raiden didn't act like Christopher Lambert. I'm like, because the Raiden in that movie was completely inaccurate. You don't fucking know that. I'm like,
completely inaccurate.
But yeah, and then I got back. It's like,
it was Highlander Raiden. It was Highlander Raiden.
Which,
I mean, which is fine, but you know, if you're gonna try to do a more serious version of the film, you know, at least more serious as far as we can go. I will admit though,
Highlander Raiden got me the moment where Johnny Cage does the split punch on Goro, and then it cuts. He smacks the soldier, goes, ha ha. Sorry.
I love that, man. Christopher Lambert was amazing. I gotta say, even though it wasn't accurate at all, but still,
just the fact that somebody had the balls to say, "How would you know that?" And I'm just thinking, just listen to this man talk about how Jax turns into a Titan. There's a space ninja. There's a ninja that's a prince that dresses in purple. His name is Rain, and he just went on the longest tirade about the different types of finishers in this series and how they continually tried to one-up him. But yet they're the experts because they watched one really dumb movie in the 90s.
Yeah, that was the point of where I was just kind of like, I got fed that shit all day where I was at work, and I'm like, I don't even know if I want to talk about this. But then that was just me being really dumb and out of funk. I'm glad I did this because I think this might be the most fun I've ever had the podcast my entire life.
Yeah, I had a blast with this.
This is the Brock show.
I gotta tell you guys something though. Like I find it amazing. First of all, I gotta correct a mistake that I made. I called Bridget Wilson Bridget Williams. I'm sorry about that, but
it's close enough.
Bridget Wilson was
it's close
in
enough.
the 95. But Sandra Hess was Sonya in Annihilation, and I kind of wanted to nail her. Anyway, okay, so like,
I don't blame you.
You weren't alone.
I mean, look. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean,
but okay, guys. No, seriously though.
I wanted to nail Liu Kang in this movie, so you know it's all good.
You forget you're saying all this next to your fiance.
This isn't even just audio recorded. We have video now.
It's recorded in perpetuity. All right, but anyway, so like, and the second thing I wanted to say is Jax is played by the guy who plays Jimmy Olsen on Supergirl.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's played by Mehcad Brooks.
He's awesome. He's amazing. But like, yeah, dude, that's that is some straight shit right there, man. That's like, is this an upgrade to his career?
Well, like, I'm gonna be honest with you here. If I got to play Jax, if even for one movie, and I got to say the shit that Jax got to say in this movie,
I did 6 tours, motherfucker.
These motherfuckers work. Boom. We need to have another podcast where we just go off on the stupidest shit we love about video games.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure Kristal would be able to chime in with Zelda.
Absolutely.
Oh, that terrifying thing in Majora's Mask. Was it Majora's Mask?
Well, there's a lot of
the moon?
The moon?
With like, I mean, not just that, but also like the Link. What was it that you guys were talking about? I'm sorry, I'm not a Zelda expert.
Do you mean the Philips CDI?
No. It was like that. There was like a cut scene or something where Link just goes full on terrifying because his eyes are all white, and they do like a really like I don't know.
That's from Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess. Sorry, Twilight Princess.
The
Yeah.
light spirit is giving him that vision.
Yeah.
Of like how the Triforce works.
Yes.
Yeah. That was the first Zelda game that I ever played, and I would play it as like a 6-year-old little girl.
Dude, that is some frightening ass shit. Let me tell you. Like,
and I would go off about anything in Kingdom Hearts or maybe even the Mario games, because there's something just so absurdly hilarious about Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, where there's an entire chapter devoted to Mario joining the WWE, going under the pseudonym The Great Gonzalez, because the fight promoter just doesn't like the name Mario, saying that it doesn't sell. And then chapter after that turns into a Silent Hill horror where you go to this town where a bell rings and it turns a random person into a pig. You fight the boss, and then you see Mario acting so aggressive, and you just stare at this screen for a while. And when you press the button, just like, is something going to happen? You realize you just fought yourself. You're a blank slate. Nobody recognizes you, and you end up teaming up with a villain. And then the chapter after that turns into Pirates of the Caribbean, and then the chapter after that turns into Murder on the Orient Express.
The hell?
Was this directed by David Cage?
No. Okay, if you want to talk David Cage, I have a dream.
Oh, shut the fuck up right now. Shut your fucking mouth with that Android horse shit. Oh my God. I don't.
But I'm sorry, Brock, but this is David Cage, and let me tell you that I am all about the emotions, when it comes to the androids.
When it comes to the androids,
we
have the 13-ball sack in our studio.
Yes.
Is the adaptation of Heavy Rain still going to happen with the creator of Deadwood?
You made that up.
No, I'm not. You looked it up on. Okay, I swear to God, this was announced like back when Heavy Rain first came out. Like the creator of Deadwood, David Milch, he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna make a film adaptation of it."
Okay, cool.
On 15 May 2006, the rights to make Heavy Rain into a film were optioned by New Line Cinema just after the reveal of Heavy Rain, the casting. These were later auctioned off to Unique Features, a production company formed by two former New Line executives, Bob Shaye and Michael Lynn. Shaye and Lynn purchased the film rights with their own funds, despite having a first look deal in place at Warner Brothers, which had bought New Line prior to their departure. David Milch, writer for NYPD Blue and Deadwood, was slated to adapt it under the title Rain.
Wow.
Cool. So who's going to sign up to be the girl that gets raped? Because that's in every David Cage game.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
It's pick which name character you want. That's what it is. Oh, are they still going to have the point where they listen to your inner thoughts and you as the killer go, man, I hope I clean this mess up in time so that we can catch the origami killer so that the people playing the game don't realize it's me? Fuck David Cage. Oh, my God.
And on that note, we go ahead, we roll credits.
God.
All right,
take us the fuck out of here.
Before this goes way too off the rails.
Mike, take us out of here.
Any final thoughts on Mortal Kombat? But other than this franchise is dumb and we love it.
I think Brock's enjoyment of it has led me to enjoy it more now.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody, go watch it. Just go. I don't know even what you're going to expect. Just go. And if it just go and don't ask questions. I will say that for the most part, but man, there is stuff in that film you're not going to like.
Yeah.
And as much as I like it more than most people, Keona and Josh bring up legitimate points about why they don't like certain characters, because even I, as a person who gives that an 8 out of 10, can admit that it probably would have been a 10 if Cole wasn't in it.
But you know what, though? None of our criticisms are in regard to the actual people who made the film or to the cast or anything. No. Like Louis Tan, dude, you are an awesome guy. I see your Twitter. You're awesome.
Yes.
So so I didn't love Cole, but we love you. So yeah, let's just say that. And also like Chin Han, dude, you're an awesome dude too. But I just miss Cary Hiroyuki Tagawa because he's a fellow Hawaii guy. So, you know.
But, and when it comes to when it comes to my criticisms on the writing, I want it to be known that even though I did give my personal ideas of what I would personally do, I'm not about to say that it didn't happen the way I would do it, and therefore it's bad. I'm genuinely trying to give constructive criticism when it comes to the writing. And I would never say the movie sucks because it's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
Those are all great points all around. I do wish though that they had like a more experienced action director. To like just to really sell these fight sequences.
It has one issue that the MCU has where there's an unnecessary amount of cuts in the fight scenes.
Not just the amount of cuts, but where they cut it to.
Editing.
I would have been a ballsy choice, and I would have picked Robert Rodriguez.
Ooh,
Rodriguez would have been up there, but
interesting.
I know it is the just go-to answer now for action stuff, but man, if you're gonna give it away to people, let Chad Stahelski do one.
Oh yeah,
Chad Stahelski or Gareth Evans.
Yeah,
just get any of them, any of the John Wick guys. Just get one of them. Bam, you gotta hit.
Yeah, exactly. Oof.
Well, we've been going on for long enough. Before we get out of here, Josh, where can everyone find you online?
You can find me on YouTube at JoshBoy64. I just posted a trailer that was beautifully edited by my YouTube sister, Gwendolyn J. Stone, for my Dollar Baby Stephen King movie, Rest Stop, that will be premiering tomorrow at 11:15 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And it is going to be followed by a Q&A with me for like 15 minutes or so. They've been having a whole Stephen King Dollar Baby Festival over at the Barker Street Cinema YouTube channel. Go check them out. There were some great Dollar Babies that they showed, and I'm really proud of all the filmmakers for getting their film seen. It's such a huge honor to be amongst such a talented group of people. Plus, I got a Kevin Smith video on the way. And you can also find me on Twitter at JSH Lozano, where you'll regularly see me fighting against my Irish-British rival, Caitlin, in how she constantly steals the women that I am crushing on. It's absolutely soul-crushing. Just a small tangent, and then I swear to God, I'm going to pass it off to Kristal. But there was a
yes, please. I'll pass it off to you when I talk about the women I'm crushing on.
You guys know about the Josh fight, right?
Can you explain that to me, please? I have no idea.
Okay, so it's a dumb thing where it was a dumb meme where this guy sent messages to all these Joshes, and one was like, "Why did you message? Did you just message all of us named Josh?"
No, he specifically said, "So you all are probably wondering why I've gathered you here."
And just like, yeah, what's going on? It's like,
no, the question like, because we have all the same names.
And he's like, yes, we're gonna meet up at these coordinates, and we're gonna fight to the death, and the winner gets to keep their name.
Well, that's the thing. They're not all Joshes. They're all Joshua Swain.
That's okay.
Oh my God.
And they ended up actually meeting up.
They did?
People did meet up at this other location. It's like thousands of Joshes, and they started beating the shit out of each other with those like foam noodles.
Oh my God.
My friend
Caitlin, had a heart attack, dude.
My friend Caitlin, she posted that, and of course I had to comment because I mean I'm the only friend she has. At least I'm not trying to suck my own dick or anything, but I think I'm the only friend she has named Josh. I could be wrong. And I commented, in chess, the pawns go first. Oh, and then that's when... and then what did she say? She said something like, well, you didn't even go, so you wouldn't even be a pawn because they ignored you.
And that's what you said. That's why the pawns go first.
No, I was just so beside myself. That was such a huge fucking burn. And this is the worst thing that that I've ever seen from her. And that's seeing somebody roast her when she did one of those filter things where she made herself look like a guy. And someone said, "You look like an extra from Dunkirk." Yeah.
Ouch.
Wow.
Ouch.
What she said about me and me not like being ignored, so I'm not even a pawn. It was like, ouch, that's worse than the Dunkirk thing. But yeah, Josh Boy 64, JSH Lozano, Barker Street Cinema. Go check that stuff out.
All right, Kristal.
I can't even.
Jesus.
What is happening here?
This podcast has turned into a Mortal Kombat film of stupidity.
It has.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
No.
Which I have absolutely nothing going for me right now, so you can just find me at Twitter at simply_ragu816. And that's it, Josh.
All right, Brock.
I don't even know what I am anymore. You can find me at Dorganoid0 on everything. Twitch, YouTube, all that stuff. Me and Mike do a couple shows together. Me, Mike, Keona are actually going to be doing a show relatively soon. I won't give an exact date because we still need to finish some stuff before we do it, but I'm very excited about that. So, yeah.
And Keona.
First of all, I would like to greatly apologize for my Sandra Hess comment. That was extremely out of line, and I apologize to her, and I apologize to all of Twitter before they can come on my ass, which is not a good phrase. Not a good phrase. I just realized. I'm so sorry. I just turned 40, okay? My brain is farting all over the place. Anyway. So I run the official Twitter for Renegade Pop Culture. It's at Ren Pop Culture. Please come and don't on my ass anything except to send your rude comments. Anyway, yeah, it's Ren Pop Culture, Ren not Stimpy. You can find us at renegadepopculture.com. That's where we have all of our articles. It's where we have all of our podcasts and everything, man. I don't know what's going on. I'm not even drunk right now. This is me sober. I'm sorry. I apologize to the universe. Yeah, that's where you can find me, guys. I'm out.
And you guys can find me on Twitter at Captain K42. Check out my quick thoughts on letterboxd.com/CoachK42 and find me all in the various Facebook groups just at my name. You can check out all of our podcasts on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen. Follow the official Twitter at Ren Pop Culture, and everything can be found at renegadepopculture.com. Need escape? So do we. That'll do it for this special birthday free-for-all arcade theater podcast. Let's get the hell out of here.
Don't come on my ass.
Bye!